Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, it is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
We are live from our beautiful Baldwin Park studio, AMT studio number 3 to be exact. We're going to come up on 10 years in the beautiful Baldwin Park Tom and Dan studio. We have a pinball machine courtesy of thepinballdudes.net. Studio looks pretty good, I gotta say, for 10 years and thousands of shows. Not bad, buddy. Not bad at all.
We should start doing some more events out of here like we did with the pinball machines and have Andrew come bring us a couple more pinball machines.
You gonna let me buy the pizza I like, or are you gonna get mad about it? Black Magic Pizza, baby.
Maybe do a business mixer where you have business, I have business, we all business.
Let's get into each other's business.
Yeah. Sales. Like, what do you do? Oh, okay.
Instead of mind your business, we'll call it find your business.
Network. I
Yeah,
never
that's
really networked.
We were supposed to, for a hot minute, Tom and I were, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
For a hot minute. Let's get our business out of the way.
We've got brand new merch, straw hats, great for the beach, great for the pool, sun shirts, designed by the Danger Brain and produced by Hidden Skins, a really awesome apparel company here.
Every time I hear that name, you know what I think of.
HiddenSkins.com.
You know what, actually, I think of my wife's rear end.
And
putting myself behind it. And like holding it.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Oh yeah.
I do the hot dog. I take my boner and I tuck it up, and then I lay it right in the crack of her ass, and that's what I'm. Okay, I'll start hard. Pun intended.
Come on, no.
I put it right in the crack like a hot dog bun while I'm behind her, and then I'm massaging her shoulders. 2 hands massage while I keep it in the bun. I'm waiting. I'm hibernating and I'm waiting to get it ready. And it drives me. I love it. It's my love language.
My neighbor told me that's what sex was when I was like real young.
You
like
put the weenie in the bun.
Yeah. That's how he described it. I was like, what? And I was playing football in the front yard, drinking out of a water hose. And then he's like, you know what sex is, right?
That's a form of molestation, isn't it?
And then he
Isn't
told-
that mental verbal molestation?
He was my age. He was a
Oh,
neighbor.
okay. I thought it was like an older man.
No.
Do you know what sex is?
You know, I don't even know what age he was, but he was around. You know, it didn't matter. He could have been
Yeah.
a teen. I don't know.
Could have been an angel that came down from heaven. May not have even been a real human. It could have been an apparition.
So, this is some real life Tom and Dan behind the scenes. So we everybody's fantasy football drafts are either this weekend or next weekend, really.
When is our guillotine?
I don't know
league?
with that.
You got to get in there, dude. They're all mad at you now.
No, I know, but
They're all mad at you. They're
why'd
making
they change?
Well, I mean, they hated the. Okay.
Yeah, I like the old shitty ones.
They
Just
hated,
don't
there
change.
was an old guillotine shitty app that we used, and it's by the guy Paul Charchian, who invented.
We interviewed him.
Yeah, we interviewed him. He invented the guillotine style fantasy football program, but his app is trash. So then the commissioner, which this guy does a lot of work. I used to yell at him too until
Why
he
is he the
reminded
commissioner?
me that I do all of this for free, and I'm like, you're right. I
Oh,
apologize
it's not
for
that
yelling.
much. Yeah, come on.
You couldn't do it.
Oh, well, yeah, of course I could.
No, you could.
What are you
It's a
talking-
lot.
I'm putting together a whole beer fest.
So you could get. So what if he was holding out like you are and paying? Do you see how hard it is? Do you see
No,
how hard it is?
I could collect money.
But you haven't logged in. In order to start the league, he has to have every fucking person log in, and you're not logged in, so it's a hard-ass job. Case in point, you're the fucking problem, Morgan Wallen. Right?
I wanted to use the old app, the old shitty one.
It's
Why
terrible.
did we change it?
They went to Yahoo
I didn't
Sports,
vote to
which
change
is a,
it.
I didn't vote to change it either, but you know why? Because we didn't read. I muted them because they talk too much in there.
You're fucking talking too much.
Yeah, they're talking to their. Oh, how's your day?
I wouldn't have to talk that much.
They were chirping more than I chirp, so I muted them.
Yeah. I stopped
When you
listening.
chirp more than me, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's their fault.
Yeah, okay.
I could be the
You
commissioner.
know what? I am easily turned around. You manipulated my entire argument.
Daniel, sign back up to the shitty one. I'm bringing Daniel with me.
So wait,
Whoever wants to come with me, Tom Vann, you make a decision now. Anyway.
Oh, Conway J says he also puts his boner between his wife's ass cheeks, and then keeps it there while he's massaging her shoulders. I feel like it makes my boner harder to keep it there for a little while, and then when I'm ready to go, it has to do is go in, and then.
No, the only thing that makes my boner harder is chemicals. Anyway.
What are we going to do with that box of boner pills under the pinball machine?
Don't talk about it. Listen.
If you think that's fake, you're wrong.
So behind the scenes, we have this fantasy football league that we're going to be drafting next weekend. So it's our 20-year anniversary. So that me, Matt, SBK, and there's like a couple other guys that are from the original 20 year ago.
Oh, yeah.
And then Daniel's been in for 17 years. Or
Yeah,
something like
I'm not the new guy anymore because there's a couple other people that have been in there. You've heard us talk about Susie, who is our grand champion.
Yeah.
She's
won the most times.
5 different times.
Yeah, the only girl in our league has won the most.
I've won one time. I won in 2023. I'm the 2023 champion.
You know how much that gets me?
I know.
by
I
the
know.
way?
I
think about it at night.
Did you notice I backed up saying it? I backed
and
up
it's
saying
not,
it.
I'm not sexist at all. Anyway, so
The pause there was the greatest thing we've ever done in the history of broadcasting.
so we're gonna have our fantasy football, and last year we did auto draft, which I hate because it's 30 seconds and you only give me 30
No,
seconds.
I like that. I like auto draft because you guys that think you got your systems, you take way too fucking long. I don't want to sit there for 5 hours drafting imaginary humans.
And then I put people in queue, and then I'm like, I want to take this out of queue, and then I'll draft people by accident, and then the time elapses, and it auto drafts me.
Don't use Q, just write it down.
Yeah.
The Q will fuck you every time, man.
Auto drafting Justin Fields. Anyway, which I might take this year actually. Anyway, so we plan to do it at a house like we originally used to do it, because that's where we hire EJ. He comes, he puts the names on the board.
Are we doing that again?
We're all that's what me and Matt wanted to do to celebrate our 20-year anniversary.
Are we doing EJ again? Can we finally
Yes.
get it?
Oh,
Can we
gotta text
finally get one?
A
Can we
bikini
get
girl?
a stripper? Can we do
Well,
it right?
because
I'm almost 50 years old. Can we get this before I'm 50, please, for the love of God?
well, I wanted to respect Susie, and I can't because
She's won the most. Fuck her. No, I'll say
no,
it.
but she actually she has the biggest say. That's how it operates in my brain. The person that won the most.
This isn't for her anymore.
If I was her, you're like, you have to listen to me, motherfuckers. I'm the grand champion.
This isn't for her anymore.
You have to kick our balls and scream, "You're the grand champion." You'll do what she says.
I'd let her kick my balls.
She earned it.
Yeah.
She earned it. I haven't won once. Anyway, so the person's house that we were going to do our fantasy football draft party, I was going to get catering from the joint.
I didn't think you were talking about. Don't talk about that.
Well, no.
What we did yesterday. Don't talk about that.
So, okay. So I get a text 2 weeks ago from Matt, Cabin Boy, and he's like, hey, I won't say his name just out of, because I didn't say I was going to talk about this. Yeah. But he's like, the person we were going to have the draft at his house, he was in Colorado hiking, and he fell 50 feet and broke his pelvis, and they had to airlift him out of there. Jesus. And I was like, God damn. And I'm like, is he all right? He's like, yeah, he's recovering, but what? And that's basically what he said. We got to find a new place for the draft. He was going to cook a brisket, and we got to get some catering now. Anyway, so that went on.
I mean, hold on a second. Smoking meat, it just sits there.
So then,
it's not an active. You're not having to mix anything.
So then, but we were still going to do it at his house. But he was like, he hadn't even flown out of Colorado yet. So then we got a text yesterday that said like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't host the draft anymore at my house. Yeah. But I'll be online for it or whatever, still recovering. So then I see that, and I'm like, well, I started thinking, then that's why I came up with the idea, let's do it here at the studio and film it for
Can
Twitch.
You read what my wife just wrote in there? My wife just wrote, why don't you invite him over to the office and stream it? Nobody wants to be at anybody's house.
Well, that's she didn't put
the streaming part in.
God, we should be married.
Yeah, you guys do line up so many times. Like, I added the streaming part. She didn't say that, but she said the exact fucking thing you said. This happens so much. That yesterday afternoon, walking up the stairs, I looked at my wife because it makes her mad when I say she thinks like you, because it's an ultimate insult, and I love it. I'm like, that's what Tom would say, and it fucking rattles her. Rattles her butthole.
Anytime you say, and that's what Andrew would say, I'm like, yes, she knows. But so then I was like, yeah, let's do it here at the studio and stream it on Twitch or whatever. Invite everybody, and the people that can't make it can watch it on Twitch. Then I was like, hey. I've known these guys for a long time. I'm going to throw a little joke out there that I even think the guy that got injured maybe laugh at. And I'm like, I was like, well, Ricky Pearsall got shot in the chest and still scored a touchdown same year. I'm just saying. Anyway, to give my buddy some shit, because that's how my love.
Yeah, I saw that before. He linked he actually put a news link right under that. I guess he was typing what had happened to him at the exact same time that you were coming up with your super clever joke there. Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, because the way Matt described it, he fell.
Look, the Roastmaster General's here, and everyone knows that you're supposed to kick a guy when he's fallen 50 feet off a ledge.
Yeah, well, Matt downplayed it a little bit. He said he fell hiking 50 feet, and he broke his pelvis.
According to Silverton Medical Rescue, the report of the situation was received at 11:42 a.m. A fallen hiker was located in the Ice Lake Basin. The hiker had been descending 13,780 feet, and and his injuries were deemed extremely severe.
So he wrote back this long message of like, hey guys, sorry I couldn't host this year. I had a 63% chance of dying, they told me, when they finally got to airlifted to the hospital.
Hypothermia.
6 hours later, he was stuck out there for hours on the ledge in a horrible storm. His body temperature was 80 degrees, and he's like, I have hypothermia, my pelvis injury. They said that 63% of people die from just the injury alone. I was stuck out there for 6 hours. They airlifted me out to the hospital by the time I got there. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, this was the exact text after your joke because your Tom's text must have been coming through your joke, and it was cleverly written too. And I realized that you're taking some time in it because everything was spelled correctly.
Everybody's on like it's a 12-person group text of everybody in the league.
Yeah, here it is right here, and he says, and then yours goes, and it's funny because
everybody was probably like, what a.
Well, because your joke went like this, like his text is long, so you could tell he was hammering it out, right?
Yeah.
But then your text of the joke went whoop, like in front of it, and then right after your horrible joke, which I did laugh at it, he says, it was an amazing. Oh man, I can't even read this after your joke.
No.
He says it was me living is an amazing combo of divinity, heroes, and a will to live.
Yeah.
I'll share the story soon, but the mortality rate of the break alone and 3 hours when the flight really got to me is only 60%. I hit hypothermia with a body temperature of 80. 80 was measured at the hospital 6 hours after the saving measures on the mountain. I'm so thankful that I'm alive right now.
Yeah. Like I didn't know.
I didn't know, man. I just fucking around, though.
Well, Matt made it. They downplayed it a little bit.
When he was in here, he was like, "Yeah, he just fell hiking and he can't do it anymore."
I was like, I didn't know it was that bad. I'm like, my God, man, I'm sorry. He could have left his family, Jesus. And I'm like, holy shit.
Do you think sometimes
I blame Matt?
Do you go too hard with your friends? You think sometimes that you don't? Okay, let me reframe.
For anybody who read that, they're like, God damn, Tom. Like, everybody, I'm sure, is talking shit.
Are you like follow me?
Like, we're not going over that dickhead's office.
Are you like the big for nothing that doesn't know his strength? And you're like, like where you're like, hey, let's spar. And the guy knocks the guy out. He's like, hey, I'm sorry. Me not know. Me play hard. Like, are you like that?
Well,
a little bit? You slapped him around a little good, right?
Well, I didn't check to see the severity of the injuries before I throw out a joke. Like I didn't, you fell and broke your pelvis. I didn't realize.
You were more excited that you had a good shot at the chest singer. You had a shot at the
yeah, because I was like giving them shit for canceling the fantasy football meetup that I've been looking forward to. Anyway, so sorry. I hope you heal. And,
the chat room, I agree with Robert in our chat room. He says, Cabin Boy is the real villain always. Yeah, you know what? You are correct, Robert.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gay Robert, always bringing the facts. Yeah, anybody that's willing to be the judge of Capetoberfest is the true villain. I'll say it until I die.
So, I wanted to tell you this. Jurassic Park Rebirth came out recently.
Yeah, have you watched it?
Okay, I did watch it 2 days ago.
You're so lucky that your sons, I feel like they're at the right age where they want to watch that stuff. The closest I've come to getting the freedom of watching those type of movies is the K-pop Demon Hunters. That's all I got.
Okay, yeah.
Boys, though, I feel like you got a lot more that you could watch. You got all the Marvel shit. You got all the...
This is only Tommy wanted to watch it. Max didn't, but Tommy has watched all the Jurassic Park movies. Like, we all watched it, the first one as a family, but then Tommy got into watching all of them. So
gotcha.
So then I realized this. So and Tommy's his first day of middle school was Monday, so he's still acclimating to school and thank you. That was super nice BDM that their kids go to Maitland Middle, and they said to the kid, like, oh, if you see Tommy, say what's up to him in the hall.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Tommy told us, like, hey, some kids said, hey, my dad listened to your dad, and then Tommy wore a Tom and Dan shirt today.
That's cool.
So I think it resonated, even though he wouldn't say any of that, but I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, Tommy's not embarrassed of you. Maisie's embarrassed of me, so I don't get a lot of that. But hold on to that. Hold on to that. Yeah, the champ hates me because I'm not a champion. She calls me. She's like, they're like, who's that? She's like, that's my grandpa. He's racist. I'm like, what? I'm your dad, and I'm not racist. What are you making up lies? But I do look like her grandpa, right?
You do look like a racist grandpa.
I look like a racist grandpa now. But anyway, so back to Tom. That's fantastic. And thank you again.
It's getting better.
Our listeners rule.
I appreciate it. But he's 11 years old, and then it dawned on me. I was like, when the original Jurassic Park came out, and I saw it in movie theaters with my buddy Porno Joe, I was 11 years old.
Wow.
So then I was like,
shit.
Exactly, yeah. It came out in 93. I was born in 82. I was 11 years old, and then I was like, around the time I was probably extremely traumatized. My dad just died like 8 months earlier or something. You know, like, and then
a dinosaur movie take the edge off. You know?
So then I go.
Do you remember? Because and this is a dumb thing to even ask because I know even asking for feelings, I know that's hard. But do you have a memory of going with? Okay, great.
I'll tell you the memory.
Great.
So the memory is I went with Porno Joe and his mom. Rosie, super nice lady, and we went
Porno
there.
Rosie is
we went there. We and during the movie I had to pee, so I left the movie theater to pee, and then I went back into the wrong movie theater because I didn't mentally.
That's Tommy Vann. That's your son. Holy shit!
And then I remember I walked up and down the thing, and then I thought they left me.
Can you pause on that for just a split second? Walking up and down, going to the bathroom, and then coming back to get your seat again.
Yeah.
Like right now, as a 49-year-old man, is hard for me to do. Like when I come back and I have to find Andrea and Maisie. Look, I don't go to movies, but I get so much anxiety because I don't want to go down the wrong aisle and then have to like. Oh my God!
I went back and then I was like, "Hello."
I know this feeling.
And then I stood at the back of the theater.
You stand next to where people throw all their shit away. You stand back there, and you're
and
like,
then I was like, "What?" I was like, "What's going on?"
And your eyes are trying to acclimate to the darkness. You're trying to see everybody.
So I was like, "What's going on? Why?" And it didn't dawn on me. There's two movies going on at the same time. It was the biggest hit the summer.
Right.
And then anyway, so I later found out. It's probably all these memories are coming floating back. I was like, no wonder I'm all fucked up. So anyway,
left at the movie theater.
So I was like, I'm 11. This will probably be the last Jurassic Park movie. I'm gonna watch it with my son.
Are they kind of saying that? Are they kind of touting this as like this is it, or are they running out of gas? You think?
So speaking of that, I was like excited to sit down on the couch and watch this movie with my son.
Yeah.
I watched the first one at his exact age, and now we're watching probably the last one.
I think it's also cool that it's just you and Tommy. You know, like at a time when the guys are kind of separating mildly. It's cool that you get some one-on-one.
And we proceeded to watch the biggest hunk of shit I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. It's so poorly written that I have a theory about it because as I'm watching it, now, of course, it has everything you'd expect. The dinosaur chase scenes, all the what Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And I understand.
There's already going to be a sequel, apparently.
Yeah, because they're trying to wring every dollar out of this. And I understand that what do you think you're going to get, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like it's not going to be the best written thing you've ever seen, and I don't expect that. But what I do expect is just a certain base level of writing that's not so absurdly bad that you're like, why did they do this? For instance,
well, when they have shows that are better written, I guess the question would be, why would they settle on that script? Or did the message of the story get convoluted in editing? But anyway,
okay.
Continue.
Well, I have a theory about they did this on purpose, and it's written in a way that's more universally liked when it gets dubbed in different languages across the world, that you need to kind of simplify it as much as possible. So
like
then,
United Nations dumbed down.
Yeah. Because I think just like Squid Game, and I reckon my wife says she doesn't know what I'm talking about, so maybe no one knows, but I feel this is pertinent. So the new Squid Game, and like the whole Squid Game franchise, like if you've seen some of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen the first season of Squid Game. Yeah,
I
checked out after the first season because I'm like, okay, I see what's happening here.
Yeah, but there's also an element, and I know you lose some of it because it's translated to English, and like so it's like the acting is going to be a little in English poor because it's not truly in the language it was. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so there's going to be. It's something.
Feelings and facial expressions are different for different languages, so of course it's not going to line up perfectly.
Of course, yeah. And so you're like, something's a little bit off. Obviously, it's dubbed in a different language. But there's that. But there's also absurdity in the writing of it that's kind of like simply, like, humans wouldn't really act like this. Like, this is a weird, like, what they're doing, it's like this isn't close to what a human would really do. It's exaggerated.
Okay. Do you have
nonsense.
an example of that? Or?
So, well, in Squid Games, there's a lot of examples. Like, they're quick to kill the baby fast. Anyway,
if I had a nickel for every time I yelled that.
Yeah, but and then so in Jurassic Park, like they wrote in, and they didn't even have. They could have easily not done this. So
a talking dinosaur?
No,
that has a black voice.
No. And
because they do that a lot, right? They'll have a comic relief is like the talking dinosaur black guy.
And I'm not gonna really say any hardcore spoilers, but I guess if you really are a purist and don't want to know anything, I'm about to say a couple
Jurassic
things.
Fantastic. I'm a Jurassic Fantastic.
Yeah, but there's like of course the whole plot is like they have to find these dinosaurs on this island. It's the last island that all these experimental dinosaurs went to. Like this is all in the trailer.
Okay.
And they need to get its blood, so they put together a team of renegades to go get the blood.
The blood team, renegade blood team.
And then they encounter a family that's sailing, right? Okay, so and then you have to put some innocent people involved in this chaos, so that
my God,
you feel
they
for
got
them,
tangled in the web.
Yeah. And that's not the bad part. Yeah, all this up and up, right? But the family is. So they're on a sailboat, right?
Oh, they're juggalos.
No, it's a dad, like a 6-year-old daughter, and like a older teenage daughter, and then the teenage daughter's boyfriend.
Wait a minute, is this Morgan Freeman and his granddaughter? Didn't he date her on a sailboat?
And then the islands have to be in the equator because of the dinosaurs. It's hot enough down there. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but
a little bit of science thrown on.
Yeah, so then, but then the family that's sailing gets caught up in the dinosaurs. They need to be rescued by the renegades. So then that's how they get together. But their explanation and why they are where they are, they're like, yeah, it's before school starts, we want to take a last sailing trip from Barbados to Cape Town. Right, that is basically the Caribbean by Florida to the south tip of Africa. Right,
yeah.
It's 5,000 miles.
Advantageous.
The guy in a tiny sailboat, right? And they didn't even have to say
wait a
that.
minute. This was
Why
you and
they
your
say
wife's dream for a very long time.
No. But I was like, why they could have said something smaller, more believable, and then, anyways, the.
And we looked it up to confirm we actually looked it up.
And then it's like, and then the way they act, so many bad decisions that, and if anybody actually wants to watch it, you'll notice all the dumb shit. Like, it's so bad.
Oh my God, you're not the Conway J says immediately when they said Barbados to Cape Town, Conway J said no, and he got a map out and looked at it, and he's like, "Oh no,
yeah, what?
Oh no, why would you do that?"
They purposely did it. You know what I'm saying? They could easily made up a different.
They threw it in there to make people like you research it and stick with the movie.
So then the sailboat flips over. It can't flip. There's a keel on the sailboat that keeps it. And there's leaning their back against it. It's like the whole point of this is to write it. Everything is done so bad that I'm like, what is this? And I think I figured it out. And they've been doing this for a while with superhero movies, is they specifically make the movie knowing it's going to be dubbed because the money is going to be worldwide.
Right.
So we have to dumb it down like a couple pegs so that everybody, so it's just.
Does that include specific concepts of, like, let's say a chase scene or facts about the boat that would be real or not real?
The dinosaurs are chasing this boat, and they're just like, quick, jump out. I'm like, jump out? Why would you do Then the boat rockets up on shore, like things that would never have physically happened.
Yeah.
Like a gigantic boat is not going to rocket if you hit the shore up into the bushes.
Let me ask you this.
It's like, okay.
Did you get the feeling that they were just kind of like, they didn't, like, obviously it wasn't a well thought out plan because things didn't make sense. For instance, it's like, you ever be playing with a kid? Remember back when you were playing, like as a little kid, you're playing imaginary, and you'd be like, well, I'm like Iron Man, and I've got, I can shoot lasers out of my hands, and someone's like, well, I'm Spider-Man. But then you'd always have that one kid that no matter what was happening, he'd be like, well, I have a force shield around me. Like, they're just like
Michael Scott.
Yeah, they just have to figure out, it doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. They're
Yes.
going to live. They jump off the boat, like your example. They're like, of course they're gonna live. It doesn't need to make sense. It's just we're gonna move on to the next scene, and you're gonna come with us, and it doesn't need to make sense.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess that because there are certain things they could have easily done to like make it a little more realistic.
Yeah.
But they didn't care.
Who's the star?
And, ScarJo's in here. And that's what I thought it was going to be a decent.
Wow.
Like Scarlett Johansson
did not know that.
Is in the movie, which I was like, well, she wouldn't take a movie that's written poorly, and she will. I mean, it is stupid. Anyway, and it was fine. I mean, Jurassic Park.
Do you want me to tell you what I'm watching?
Yeah.
Now, to counter that, probably just as bad, and you would hate to watch it. I am watching full episodes. They're only 22 minutes to 23 minutes long, of the original Porter Wagner show.
Okay, what is?
Okay,
give me an example.
Okay, the original Porter Wagner show. Porter Wagner is a country western singer, and his show was the vehicle that broke Dolly Parton.
Okay.
So the reason she became as famous and as a household name is because of this particular show. Think a little bit of Hee Haw and a little bit of Lawrence Welk.
Okay, it's like a variety show.
Yeah, and very corny. In fact, they got a guy on there that has like no front teeth. That's their comedy guy, and it's worse than zany. It's bad, and I love it. I love every second. I can't stop watching it. Maisie thinks it's the dumbest thing in the world. It's the Porter Wagner
What
show.
What year was it made?
Okay, he unbelievably, I think he started, I want to say like in the 50s, late 50s.
Okay.
And it went all the way to like 82, 83.
So like 30-year run.
Yeah. And he launched Mel Tillis started on the Porter Wagner show.
Okay.
Dolly Parton. There are other famous people. I just got into it now, but those are the two biggest ones I'm thinking of right now that I know of. But it is god awful. But one of the things that I like about it is that there's no edits. And what I mean by that is if they're performing, they might start laughing or a string will break or something will happen, and they'll just power through the song, and that's what you get. And I like that. It's so authentic. It's so real. Microphone will fall off. They'll be dancing, and they'll miss a step. They got to continue. One of the singers goes off key. They smile about it. They laugh. They fix it, and they get back in there. It's weird, man.
It's got to be the anti-anxiety of it, right? Because it was made at a time that we didn't live in a world like next.
Yeah.
You know, like everything we consume now in 2025 is for the attention span of 2025 humans, which is super small.
Oh, children could not watch this.
1950s, it was like, hey, like, you know, break a string, just keep going, keep filming. There's nothing to cut to.
Yeah, no.
So just and you feel the comfortability of that long form, like, hey, it is what it is.
Well, I like the music, and one of the reasons why, and I can hear people saying it, like, why, Dan, would you watch that? Well, I love Lawrence Welk, and I love older music. I always have. I mean, shit, the branding we use for ACT, a lot of that 60s kitschy music is weird music that I just like. It like puts me at ease. But the cool thing about this is I like they've got a lot of pedal steel players on there. So I get to watch real guys back in the day playing these pedal steel guitars. It's cool. And then you get to see like a very, very young Dolly Parton, and they have some jokes that like you can't do anymore. Like there's a lot of like, I wouldn't necessarily say misogyny, but there's a lot of like little like, you know, like jokes like where they like, you know.
Of course.
The guy with no teeth is like, there's some ladies down at the courthouse the other day. The wind was whipping and their skirts came up. You know, it's something like that. It's the corniest shit you're ever going to watch.
Yeah, but you got
so
they were pushing the limits on television there.
They
like,
were.
Even by saying that, they're like, don't mention how horrible we are.
What are you doing?
Yeah, not on TV.
Yeah.
Do you understand what the kind of shit is happening right now in the 1950s that men are doing to women
and
in the workplace?
They got like cloggers on there. It's wild though. But yeah, that is what I'm watching, and you can only find episodes on YouTube. Like they're like 22 minutes, 23 minutes, and then you get like weird ones. Like the one I watched last night was at a time when Hank Williams Jr. didn't have a beard. He was a young boy, and he's appearing on the Porter Wagner show, and he's playing his dad's songs. And he sounds just like he sounds now, but this is before, to tie it into our friend, this is before Hank Williams Jr. fell off a mountain. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that's why his face has a beard, because he got all disfigured and hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it's very similar story. This is the first person I thought of when our buddy fell off a mountain. Like, this is what happened to Hank Williams Jr. He used to be a very attractive, he was the up-and-coming new country singer. And then, you know, and he was, but then he had a horrible accident.
What happened to him? They broke his jaw and stuff?
I think he might have been hunting or on an expedition of some sort. But yeah, he got horribly injured and had to take a leave of absence. And then when he came back, he had like the dark glasses and the big beard, and he was ultra conservative and hated Obama.
One mountain fall.
Obama.
We should ask our buddy.
Who are you going to vote for now, buddy? I know what I'm voting for. 3 terms. All right.
So, I was talking about old media the other day with Crystal has a car in the shop, so I've been Ubering to work, or I use the other one, Lyft, because my Uber's still locked out.
Still locked out.
And so I'm lifting from here, and this guy picks me up. I usually I have my headphones in, and I'm just like, I'm gonna listen to some podcasts, research on fantasy football in the back.
Do you do that to make sure they don't talk to you? Is that a deterrent?
Well, I'm not into the small talk, and I could use this time to research fantasy football, so I don't need to small talk. So I hope.
No, I understand.
And then
when you put it that way, it sounds like a fucking asshole.
If the person does start small talking, I will then pause my podcast and go, "Why'd you say?"
Bothered. What? I'm doing something over here, you motherfucker.
That does not dissuade people that want to small talk. Chirpers, but you being bothered?
No, I'll power through. You'll say it. You'll have your glasses on. You'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, I'm going to finish what I'm saying, motherfucker. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter if
it's
I
real
want.
dumb, too. And I was like, I met this lady at Publix the other day.
It's ear rape, actually. I don't want to receive whatever you're saying, and you're forcing it.
I hold you down.
Anyway. So I get in there, and the guy starts talking, and then I pause my podcast. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he starts telling me about something. I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, you don't know who you're riding in the car with, do you? And I'm like,
and then he locks you in. And then who are you in? You're in there with the Idaho murderer.
And then I'm like, what?
Oh, shit.
And then he points at an iPad that he's got mounted on the center console, whatever. He's got an iPad and a bunch of phones, like like a hacker or something.
Only the smartest people have 1,000 phones on their dashboard.
And then he points at a website he's on, and then on the website I look in, and it says Mr. Silly.
I went to it. MISTER.
Yeah.
Mr. Silly. I went to his website.
And then I'm like, what? And then he's like, I'm Mr. Silly. I'm like, oh. So I take both my, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Now I'm in.
Mr. Silly.
I don't want a small talk with just a regular guy, the weather, sports, or whatever, but Mr. Silly's got me.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I put my headphones away. I'm like, let's do this because we found a new member of our team.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go there right now. MrSilly.com.
And then this guy, older gentleman, kind of reminded me of Jesse Ventura.
Totally crazy.
Had a Jesse Ventura vibe. And Mr. Silly started telling me all about, he used to be in the radio business.
Oh, of course,
in California.
Yeah, I'm just, you're looking at the future, Mr. Silly.
And so he used to be on AM radio, and he had a brokerage show.
Yeah.
And so he told me all about that. Then he told me these wild conspiracy theories. I'm like, yes.
Well, did you see this one? Okay, if you go to MrSilly.com, the first one he has, this was, I actually was impressed with this. His numbers are a little off. It says, and there's a big blue, like, free make your own website font. And when you make your own website, you're a crazy person. When you do, like,
come on, he knows where I live.
Well, this guy's nuts. He
knows where I work and live.
The incredibly stupid shrinking 7-Eleven store. It says November 2018. It was 12 feet tall. And he says, today, 9/14/2002, which I think he meant 2020. I think he got his date wrong. He says it shrank from 12.6 to 11.6. Then they inserted a stupid artificial barrier so I couldn't get gas.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
This guy's definitely written a manifesto to the government before, right?
Yeah. I told him I was going to contact him.
Are we going to have him in?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Mr. Silly.
Mr. Silly.
Okay, check it out. Hey, everybody email Mr. Silly and tell him that you heard us plug his upcoming appearance and you're looking forward to it. Are you dipping your toe back into getting crazy? What's wrong with you? This is a little more fun for you. Your fun factor's gone up, sir.
Yeah, well, I started not giving a fuck. I was like, hey, let's see what can we do. So what can we do here?
I love it.
Mr. Silly, But the reason I brought that up is because I was talking to Mr. Silly about the old radio days, and I was like, man, there used to be the only way. Like a lot of terrestrial radio back a long time ago would have a lot of their audio would be listeners who would record it because the actual company either they would try to record it, but they leave it up to the interns because that was part of my job with mini discs. You too. It's
Mine was even sadder. I used a VCR tape.
And VCR tapes
because they had it hooked up to the security cameras, so the VCR tape would record the security camera of the building to see who's coming in to murder you. And then the audio from the station that was running, and it was WTKS.
Yeah, and then but they left it up to interns, so there were so many times I forgot to load the mini disc or erase them. Like I lost hundreds and hundreds of hours of shows
Me
or
too.
whatever. Yeah, and everybody does.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm like, it's weird to think that is gone forever. There's no history or recording of it at all. It never will be found or listened to again. And it's weird in the digital era of nowadays, like everything is being stored somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I was like, man, that's weird that there was a time where sometimes stuff wasn't being kept in any fashion or recorded because radio didn't used to be digitally recorded until like, goddamn, 2006, 2007.
I mean, universally, you're probably not wrong.
You know, like because I remember doing mini discs for years.
No, it takes forever. Like radio was always like what we can get as commercial grade or semi-pro grade equipment here. We can turn on a dime. I can have like newer, like we've always had newer equipment in here than they ever had at the radio station because they're like a cruise ship. They have to, and also
justify the cost of the equipment and.
And normally they were buying for, it might change, it might be different now because there are less true stations that need the equipment, but they used to have to buy in bulk. So the reason we would all go mini disc was because they were buying, 10,000 mini disc players for, 600 stations across all of North America. So,
and then why even save this stuff? Like, there's no reason to, but it's
I have a lot
weird
of
to
music
think
on.
that, like everything is saved now. Everything you, type in social media and all the videos and all just save them on cloud.
If you search how to, like poison your wife, it's saved.
yeah.
All of that saved.
Yeah.
Like I have some songs that I don't have anymore. Like I remember the first way that I would record was I had a Roland. This is before you would use a computer to edit your songs. I had a Roland. It was in the same sort of music categories like the Roland V drums, and it was just a little digital recorder that had tracks. And you would lay down different tracks, no different than you would in a real studio.
Yep.
And I bought this recorder to use it, and I would record songs on it. And it wasn't necessarily on a computer. You didn't mix them. Boy, when we got that, I said boy like an old man. Boy, dog. But when we got the ability to edit, like and actually physically move the file, I don't know if I'll get something for what I do that matters to me more than that. That's it for me, right?
Yeah.
That's my big thing is that when I was able to take a mouse and physically grab the file and move it forward or backwards to edit that quickly, like to get that nuance,
revolutionized
it changed
everything.
my life. It is the number one thing that I use because up until that point, when I would edit stuff for Ed Till, when I would edit stuff for Greg Holt, when I would edit stuff even the beginning of the Monsters, I was doing all of it by hand and by ear. And there was no waveform. There was nothing to grab. There was no use of a mouse. You were using tiny dials and you were just using your ears and you would cut it by hand.
Yeah,
you know how to do a little bit of that, which is insane that you know how to do that.
Not with the disc.
No, the mini disc style is still by hand. You'd have to go back, and you remember it was a nightmare.
Yeah,
and then you'd have to get it to the very end, and it would
press a hard button, like a rubber button in a machine.
You have to hold it.
Yeah, and then it's like you hear it, and then it's like, okay, that's one point. I guess I don't even know what it did. I guess it marked the actual tape.
And this poor bastard, and I'm looking into the camera, and this poor bastard, because of the way I like my stuff, and this is my fault. But it was your job. I like to organize everything. It's got to have a title.
Oh.
And we still do some of the same stuff that we did then. And you had to go in there and you had to name it by turning the dial. Like if it was like Wednesday 1, you'd go all the way to W, enter. Back to E, enter. Back to D, enter. And they do the whole thing with the day. And I made you do that. I'm sorry. I like to apologize.
By the way, this is 2004. this is not the 70s. So
no.
This is 2004.
No.
Anyway.
It's
which I guess is still a long time ago.
I mean, it is and it isn't. I mean, incrementally.
It's not to middle-aged people.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
all look at 2004, but you tell my anybody in their 20s, that's their whole life. But
do you want to take a break, or do you want me to talk to you about the prison, my peanut prison I built?
Let's take a break. We'll talk about Peanut Prison. We'll talk about the most popular video in India.
Oh, yeah, I have to show that to you.
Michael Penis. Tommy picking his instrument next week.
Hell
and
yeah.
what I want. I wonder if it matters.
There you go. It does matter. He looks up to you. Let's do rock and roll today. I've been doing a lot of other stuff, some shoegaze, some pop, maybe some punk rock. I'm just going to go straight ahead rock and roll today. Maybe I'll start with Drain. Maybe I will start with some hardcore. The name of this song is Stealing Happiness from Tomorrow. This is Drain. We will be right back with more A Mediocre Time right after this. What do you think of that?
I like that.
That's Gully Boys. The name of the song is Mother. And fun fact, the Gully Boys are all hot ladies.
Okay. All right.
The singer got ginormous mega tits.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah,
I mean, that's maybe not a nice thing to say, but they're all very attractive. I meant it in a positive.
In the promo you showed me
Yeah.
that they're showing it off.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, she's not doing it to not. She knows what she has.
Yeah.
And they're a good band, Gully Boys. So look them up. Speaking of bands, let me plug a very good BDM friend. Hold on, let me find my email here. There we go.
Christine's husband.
Yeah, Christine's husband, affectionately known as Mr. Pig Tits. His band, Aura Subversor, is playing at Conduit. I know Norm in the chat room is a big fan. His name is Nick, but he goes by Mr. Pig Tits here. And he does.
He's playing tomorrow, right?
He's playing tomorrow.
Oh, is it August 26th?
August 16th.
16th.
August
sorry,
16th. Doors at 7. Show at 8 p.m. We love to help BDMs and people that we have a lot of BDMs that have bands.
Where's the Conduit?
It is near where I get my marijuana, I believe. Isn't it?
Well, that could be anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
That's
so many
true.
dispensaries.
Somebody in the chat room, I'll lay it in there for us. We also put the link in there if you'd like to buy some tickets to see Aura Subversor. And they're a really good black metal band. I think they're deemed black metal.
There's so many dispensaries now. I'm like, this is kind of trashy.
It is. In fact, I'm actually thinking about.
Where do we live?
I'm thinking
Daytona
about going
Beach?
Stone sober.
No,
I can never do that. I can never do that.
Yeah,
I'm not
seizure.
drinking. Hey, our guest is here. And you could just come right in. We're running it loose today, man. And as long as you're okay, you can go use the restroom, get a drink or whatever, or you can plop on the couch, whatever you want to do. She carries a Mountain Dew in her backpack like I do. Aimee LeCours is here. We're going to have her on in just a second, but she's going to freshen up first.
So let's talk about the peanut prison you built.
There's a problem.
So Daniel,
I bought a bushel of peanuts.
bought a bushel of peanuts.
Green peanuts.
And earlier this
Not
week,
raw peanuts. Raw peanuts you can buy at Publix, Fresh Market.
yeah. So a bushel of green peanuts, and you were saying like, God damn, it's expensive to ship them or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's how much? 100 pounds? 100 pounds of peanuts.
It was 100 pounds of peanuts.
And then you were like, I think someone stole our peanuts. Okay,
You're selling me out now because I very much like Crystal. I very much like Crystal.
Yeah. And
What does Crystal do when she can't
that's
find
the
her
most-
Steve Madden shoes for the teacher conference?
That's the most old man thing I've ever heard you say. So I'm like, someone stole my peanuts. And then
I did yell, "Someone stole my peanuts," and then you started laughing, then you said
And I'm
what
like,
you probably
no.
say to Crystal, which is the worst thing you could fucking say to us is, that didn't happen.
Well, I said, no one stole your peanuts, old man. But that's what I thought in my head. I was like, but I have to pretend like I'm concerned. I'm like, maybe they did. Maybe some rich person in Baldwin Park wanted 100 pounds of green peanuts.
You know what bothers me? It bothers me that whenever you do your concerned voice, it is a stereotypically Asian voice. You're like, I am so concerned. You were
I
done.
don't. No,
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
That's my concerned voice.
Let me get Amy's camera going. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Aimee LeCours, licensed mental health professional and comedian.
That's me.
We don't say comedian anymore, right? Isn't that disrespectful?
Whatever you want. You can call me
No,
whatever
but that's
you want.
disrespectful, right? Like real, true.
I don't mind being a lady. It's cool.
Yeah, but that's not a real thing, right? Comedian was like invented to I feel like knock ladies down a peg, right?
No, because if you think of ladies badly, then you'd think it was a knockdown. But if you don't think ladies are bad, you think it's a knock up.
Yeah, great.
And knock up, babies. I like babies.
What side are you on?
Yeah, what are you trying to do? You're trying to fuck with me,
I'm
man.
a Chad wife.
I just like screaming. What side are you on? Does that have had anything?
Yeah, you're number one. You're number one. But hey, let me give her a blast. And now we're off to the races.
So, Aimee, I'll
Thanks
just
for
explain.
being here.
Thanks for having me. Hey, one thing, my husband of 25 years just told me I did an Asian voice too, and I'm really sorry about it. So it's me too. I apologize.
Yeah.
Don't apologize. Everyone likes him.
I didn't mean to. There was a lady that was mean to me one time, and I retell the story in her voice, and I didn't know that you weren't supposed to do it if it was an accent.
Oh, no. Well, that's what she sounded like.
You know what?
You're just mimicking what the...
I have
Thank
argued
you.
this point before on the show.
I'll tell the story.
And here's why I'll argue it. I will argue that because, like, I like mimicking anybody.
Right.
In fact, I do. I made probably a pretty decent living making fun of mimicking you.
Yeah.
But I'll mimic anything. I'll mimic my family, anybody. So if I feel like if it makes the story better,
it's part of the story.
then it's part of the story. But if you're just doing it because you're like, you're like,
I went and got sized for a bridesmaid dress.
Okay.
And I was a plus sized person. I still am. And the lady says, "You plus sized, you pay extra." And I'll do it more Asian, but she yelled it across the whole store, and it was so hurtful.
Yeah.
So I don't do the whole Asian voice, but I still do the accent. So it's a whole thing.
I think if she insulted your body shape, then you're allowed to do the voice
and
to
charged
shame her
me
voice.
more, and charged me a lot more.
I think it evens out. You're making fun of her voice. She's making fun of your body. Boom, equal. See how my math
Done.
works?
I like that. I love that. I love
just
that so
feel like
much.
that's more fair than saying, "Oh, you can't say that anymore." And
Thank
it's
you.
more fair of telling her that she can't body shame, round eyes when they come in her store.
But we're three white people, so I don't know if we should even be talking.
That's true. That is true. But I love talking.
What else are we going to do, Aimee?
I'm sorry. I
We're
wasn't
just
ready.
talking.
I'm sorry.
We're just telling you what we feel. Anyway,
I'm so glad you're here.
Okay.
She's been here 2 minutes and turned everything upside
I'm
down.
sorry. I'm
I
getting
love
ready.
it.
I'm
No,
yelling.
you're
Okay.
good. You're good.
Back to the peanuts. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know that I'm making boiled peanuts?
For
everyone. Apparently, I bought a whole bushel of green Georgia runners from Hardy Farms.
They're called bushels. That's what they're called.
I bought a whole bushel. Yeah, it was 2 giant. It's 100 pounds of peanuts. Green peanuts.
I have no idea.
I put them in the trunk of my Tesla. Drove away. It's the first time 100 pounds of peanuts have ever been in a Tesla. I guarantee it. I'm the only guy that's ever done that.
I love that. And I have a new hyperfixation of peanuts.
I love boiled peanuts. My family loves boiled peanuts.
Oh.
I make good boiled
It's
peanuts.
a Florida, it's a southern
But
thing.
he doesn't need to make this much, Aimee. He doesn't know why he's even doing it. Same thing with growing his hair and beard out. Like he's like, I'm growing my hair and beard out for a year. And people are like, why? And he's like, I'm gonna do it.
When you put it like that, it sounds fucking stupid.
No, that's what he decided he was gonna do. And then
it's nice
er,
to have goals.
so when he got back from
I'm
Georgia,
reactionary. I go fast. Like I was like, oh, peanuts. Oh, how many a bushel? Buy 'em, go. And I do it fast.
Right.
and so he thought someone stole them.
Oh,
and,
wait. Why?
because they didn't show up.
It took I
So
ordered
you paid
them.
for the peanuts before you got
I
them.
ordered them into July, and they
Okay.
hadn't been here, and it'd been like 11 days, and I'm like, somebody stole my goddamn Georgia runner.
No, that would have been bad.
But so he's telling me this. I'm making fun of him.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one stole your peanuts. I'm like, no one in Baldwin's like, hey, although some free peanuts.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
No, I do know.
Have you
No
ever
one-
heard of peanut porch pirates?
No, have you? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say.
They want things that are
Peanuts,
worth.
porch pie.
They don't want a headache. Like they can't even be eaten. They have to be boiled first or like cooked.
Also,
Anyway.
these are green, so there was a big cardboard on the top of them when we opened them up. When I got them to the house, and they were boiling hot. I mean, the boxes are so hot.
Are they
And-
supposed to be green?
Yeah.
He wants raw because his whole idea is he wants to boil them, and that's how you get them raw.
Yeah.
And, so
Short of the long, because you may not like boiled peanuts.
I hate
and
'em. I hate 'em.
I know that's fair. There's no gray area on them.
Yeah.
and I know
you're not
people
trashy enough.
Yeah, you're not. You're
You
not.
don't know me.
Yeah, but I know you got some sort of education.
Yeah, got a learned education.
Yeah.
But I'm not Southern. Even though I grew up in the South, all my family's from Boston, so I'm more like
Oh.
Boston
Yeah,
trash.
nothing about
Yeah.
peanuts.
I'm
Yeah.
like Boston trash. I'm not Southern trash. It's a little different.
What's a Boston treat?
Um,
A Snick Snack?
You like sunflower seeds and shit.
Yeah, what-
Yeah,
you
like
get, like,
eating like dip, but I guess like
dip. Hey, why'd you fucking dip? You fucking dip. How's your fucking onion dip? You fucking asshole.
A chowder, eating
Chowder?
a chowder.
Chowder. Hey, give me 2 chowders and a fucking dip.
Yeah. Well, it's freezing. You're eating hot soup. We want hot peanuts.
I do love a hot soup. I love hot soup so much. Yes.
So I bought 100 pounds of peanuts. I took them in my, they're green.
100 pounds. What kind of other denominations were there available besides 100?
Here's the thing. A lot of people make their boiled peanuts with raw peanuts, and they take longer when you use raw. Like raw peanuts there's dried.
Okay.
So you gotta soak them longer. They gotta reabsorb the liquid.
Right.
Green peanuts come right out of the ground.
Okay.
So green peanuts are gonna give you a more nutty, a softer,
It's fresh.
Yeah, it's more fresh.
Right.
But the problem with that is there's a big cardboard at the top of the box when I got it, and we got it home, and then on the cardboard it's like, if this has been 3 days since they've been from Hardy Farms, you might have some sprouts and some molding. And I'm like, fucking A. Plus I had to gut my garage refrigerator. I had to pull everything out of there. My wife had all of these LeCours in there. Like,
Dump it up on the floor.
I was just yanking them out. They're falling everywhere. And she has this new type of LeCroix that she has to have called ginger lime beer LeCroix or ginger lime beer polar.
Oh.
It's a Moscow Mule flavored.
Okay.
It's good,
Love it.
but
it's polar.
Yeah, but polar.
Polar has some weird flavors.
Yeah, polar goes crazy. They have like creamsicle.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm pulling.
Polar's not trying to be fancy like LeCroix.
Yeah. So then I stuff all of the peanuts in there. I have to take the shelving out. There's shelves laying in the garage now. It's just my refrigerator now is like when you open the door, it's 4 like 2.5 foot tall mega sacks, 25 pounds a piece.
Yeah. I helped load them in your Tesla, and I was like, God damn, there's a lot of peanuts.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Can I use this? Can I use this?
Yeah, that's all
There's
you.
a crazy amount of peanuts.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount of peanuts. So now I have a 60-quart cooker,
Oh my
and I got to
gosh.
start it. I'm going to start them tomorrow. And I have to get up early to do them because I don't know how long they're going to take to boil, and tomorrow's going to be the hottest day in the world.
So, what are you avoiding? I think is the question. Is there something you don't want to be doing that you have to be doing?
Boiling peanuts at 111 degrees
Was there
outside.
a reason we needed this in our lives right now? Is there a reason?
Well, you can't because he thought of it.
I
and
didn't-
he wants it now.
I didn't plan it out,
didn't
right?
plan it
Like
out.
I didn't know when the peanuts were arriving, and now they're here, and I only can keep them in the refrigerator. They've been in the refrigerator, like they're at the they
Right.
must be boiled.
Okay.
It is time.
It's gotta get done. It's
Tomorrow
gotta get
morning,
done.
I will be getting up at 5.
Oh my gosh.
And I will be making my brine, and I'll be lighting my I don't even know if I have gas. I have so much work to do this afternoon. I have to get all the little quart containers from the Asian market.
Okay.
I got to get 100 jalapenos.
Amy, you came in from outside.
Yes, I did.
It is. I mean, so fucking hot
It's so
that I
fucking
can't even believe it. It's like we walked to Publix and I was like, God damn!
I wanna die.
Like this is
So
Central
hot.
Florida.
Yes.
We have no breeze.
Right.
It is, and Daniel mentioned it. They said it's the hottest day of the year.
Today's supposed to feel like 111.
It does
feels
feel
like
like
it.
yeah.
It feels like my skin's melting off. It's a
And
lot.
Daniel's gonna be out in the parking lot behind his house.
Yeah, I can't do it in the garage because it's open flame. So I was like, I have to be in the
stirring
parking lot.
a boiling cauldron of peanuts.
Oh, we gotta do it. Yeah, what?
And I
what
have
we
to
do?
do it.
This is a winter activity.
There's no way out of this one. And Tom was laughing this morning because when I kept saying there's no way out, he's just cry laughing because he knows that Andrea's not going to let me spend what I spent on the peanuts and shipping and
And
then
waste
just
it.
And then
throw
waste
them
it.
away.
That's why you have a partner. That's why you have
So
a partner. to hold you
I will be
accountable.
out there at
That's so good.
5:30
What are you
cooking.
gonna do with them? What are you gonna do with them when you're done?
I'm going to give them the BDMs.
Oh,
I'm going to give them out. I'm going to sell them out of the studio next week if I get them done.
I told
I
him.
am. I have to. I have to do something.
I
said-
gotta do it.
Well, we're gonna sell them. We're gonna have her. You're gonna bring them over here, and then a listener stop by. And we're gonna sell them out of this place.
Yeah, we're going to
Love
sell them
it.
out of
We're,
the studio.
we're getting real trashy.
I love that. You gotta have a side hustle. You gotta have a peanut hustle. I love it.
Yeah. I want 15 side hustles. I want people doing big coming in here. Like I want Baldwin Park's gonna be like, there's been a lot of activity in there. Like, they're gonna be.
Wait till we get our cash for gold going. I've always wanted a cash for gold.
Hey, I'll melt gold in here.
It's easy.
Smelt it.
Yeah, you can smelt it.
Like you bring it in, I'll weigh it. I'll have a gold
gonna be
weigher.
good.
Oh, what
Yeah,
a,
so
we can
good.
have our. That's the name of our business. The first one is Smelt It, Dealt It, Gold. Smelt It, Dealt It, Gold. With Tom and Dan.
There's money in that, right?
Yeah.
Because people bring their dead mom's jewelry.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I did that. Suit.
And then you're boiling all.
My mom wasn't even cold yet, and I was melting her gold down. No, I'm kidding. That's not true.
But the scale,
it's funny to say.
But the scale's off, like it's in my favor. So it's like shorting you, right?
It's always in your favor because you get a
Yeah.
cut. It's like the house.
Yeah. This is 1/4 ounce of gold. And they're like, wait a minute, this is all my mom's jewelry. It's a whole pile, 1/4 ounce. It says it right here. Look. And then I short them, and then I get all the gold.
I need 100 jalapenos. I need like 6 cups of salt, sea
goodness.
salt. I need some secret ingredients I won't
How
talk about.
long do you have to boil them for?
About 8 hours.
8
Yeah, we'll
hours?
be out there about 8 hours.
Dude, and you have to keep it boiling, a rolling boil for 8 hours?
Well, that means I'll be out there with a hose adding water. You know,
Look at a baby pool, a whole baby pool.
I gotta add a little water. The only
And
so
this is
far
like
the
a turkey fryer size
It's
boiler,
humongous.
right?
It's giant. I put it on my Instagram. Yeah, but it's not a turkey fryer. It is legitimately
A
It's a
boiler.
low country boiler. I mean, it's a loco boiler. It's
Okay.
made for boiling peanuts. It is.
Wow.
It is made for it.
But
It
it's
is-
shaped like I'm just
It's an
painting the
aluminum
picture,
cauldron, yeah.
Aluminum
cauldron.
with a propane heating source on the bottom.
But it's
that-
the cool one that you see rednecks have, where it looks like a nitro burning funny car bottom. It's very, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not just like the turkey fryer burner's nerd. This has like 2 chrome pipes that come up to keep the size of the flame
on the whole
exact-
bottom. Yeah.
It's like
Because you can't have hot spots.
Yeah,
in there.
exactly. This guy, you know what?
Look, he's into
We
it.
should go in business. You know what? You're just the kind of hillbilly I want to hitch my wagon to.
Hey, you'd have to pay me. I'm not joking. I'm trying to think. Like 500 cash. God, can I drink all day?
I can't. That's the other thing too. Okay, here's the punchline.
That's
If I
it.
can drink all
not
day, I'll
drinking.
drink
Let's
for
get
500
to it.
cash.
Here's the punchline. I'm completely sober right now.
No way.
Yeah. Well, no, I smoke some weed,
Dude.
but
You're gonna smoke weed tomorrow while you do it?
oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
smoke weed when I do it, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be really hard to do it without having a couple of old C minuses, if you know what I mean.
I like
You familiar? C minus, Coors Light. C minus.
Oh, my dad drank Coors Light.
Yeah. Oh, hey, my God, you're in good. You're the type of hillbilly I want.
Exactly.
Bostonian hillbilly.
Daytona.
Oh, I didn't know date. Okay, fair
Coors
enough.
Light. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I like telling your spouse you're completely sober and you're so high you couldn't even open the mail. You couldn't even do simple tasks because you're so high, but you're like, I'm completely sober.
Sober. California sober.
Yeah. It doesn't count. It's like on the highest octane marijuana medical industry can make.
Love it. It's medicine.
So
it's
much.
medicine. It's medicine.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do.
I'm forgetting every thought as soon as I think it. Anyway, so good luck on your peanuts tomorrow.
Thank you. It's gonna be terrible. I mean, I already know it's gonna be terrible. But if I get the way I'm kind of like engineering it in my brain to make it fun is if I can get these done and get them out to some BDMs that like them, then it's worth it.
Right,
you know, and
yeah.
if I can perfect my recipe a little bit more and learn how to do it. I mean, this is my first time doing it in a like scaling up. And I am using ChatGPT to help me scale my recipe.
I love
Pretty
it.
helpful. I haven't been using ChatGPT though. I've been using Gronk. Grok? I keep calling it Gronk. I call mine Gronk, but it's Grok.
It's a new AI software.
It's not new, but it's the X. It's the Elon X version. And the reason I've been using it is because it's in my car
Oh.
for free. So I can just tap
Tesla,
the
that's how it
button.
gets you. That's how it gets
And
you.
I can tap the button now and say like, hey, I want to scale up this peanut recipe, and I can talk things out while I'm driving around. If you had it, you would love it.
I will say, because a lot of people are like me and not understanding AI, and because people are like, oh, we have the internet, it's kind of the same. But there's a real example. Before the show started, I was like, I was trying to figure out where the family was sailing to in the Jurassic Park movie, because I remember when they said it, I was like, that's insanely far, but I couldn't remember exactly. So I was gonna just search that in Google,
Right.
and this is the old man way to do it. I search it in Google, and then maybe there's a Reddit post or
Right.
some other like information.
Work hard for your information, yes.
Yeah, synopsis. But I have to click on some links and
Right.
get into Reddit or that's how you search things,
Right,
right?
right.
And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm just gonna ask Daniel to put it in ChatGPT, like, where's the and then it said exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's way easier than what I was about to do.
Yeah.
I'm only using this forever.
It's targeted.
And then it kind of flipped the switch to me where it's like, oh, this is what exactly how everybody. And I'm like, I have to teach my sons how to work with AI.
You need
Like,
to, yeah.
this is the.
And the organized stuff. I like say you had a bunch of like food items and my husband wanted them all in an order of how the grocery store is laid out. So I put it in ChatGPT. I was like, can you do the Publix layout of all of our food? And now we have our list, so he has it laid out as he goes to the store.
My wife did this with.
He put it in order.
Yeah.
Crystal
I
gets.
like your husband. That's a good idea.
Crystal
probably would get a lot.
got so mad about all. We have a pantry and a fridge full of food. And
Yeah.
every day we're like, there's nothing to eat. Let's
know.
order out.
Oh, I love doing that. I love saying that to Andrea. Or I do
Everything's
this
full.
one. I do
Just
this
went
one.
to Costco.
Like, if a bag of chips is open and then a few of them are out and they sealed them up, I'm like, those are old.
Yeah.
I love saying things are
Those
old.
poor people.
Yeah. I'm like, ew, old.
The pantry is completely everything's full. So she went and just gave ChatGPT like, all right, I have this,
So
this,
smart.
and then it gave her all the recipes like you could cook.
You can make vegetarian slop.
Like to cook everything in the house, and there's like 20 or 30, endless. And
Meal
like,
plans,
here's
everything.
the things you can cook. Here's the plan for the next
Yeah.
2 weeks.
But you need to get in there and skew it, because you can get in there and say, like, hey, when I asked to cook stuff, tell me there's nothing to eat. And I should go out. And it'll do it. It'll, like, mine is so
Yeah.
smart. Mine will be like, you don't need to work out, Dan. Why don't you go play video games?
I love
Yeah,
that.
you can skew it. Here's an email that came in actually this morning from BDM John. And he says pretty much exactly what you're saying, Tom. He says, I have a small business which does trim and woodworking. I just wanted to share my recent experience with AI. My wife pays for a monthly ChatGPT subscription and uses it a lot. I also build furniture and custom cabinet built-ins. When I design a built-in, I will come up with a general design, then draw everything up in CAD before starting on the project, mainly to have a visual aid to show clients, but also to wrap my brain around the design and work out any issues. The wife suggested we run a CAD design through ChatGPT to look for errors and make suggestions. I was 100% not expecting anything. And I was totally shocked at how accurate it was. Like, it straight up picked out all the potential issues I did. It looked at the material types, pulled weight info, looked for tripping hazards, looked at the room layout, and made sure that it would work through the doors, typical desk heights for best ergonomics, everything. It also offered design suggestions. One design was a wall unit. The AI said it would fit through a typical door, obviously, and said I should build the unit in sections, which I do. But it also said exactly where to put the joints to make it work, which is exactly where I would have done it. Like to precision, like exactly where I'd said it.
As a boss, when you're doing this, you're like, oh shit, this used to be Steve's job. And then you slowly look at Steve, and then you realize you're like, oh, this ain't going to last long for you, buddy. Because Steve used to review this and make sure all the CAD drawings.
That's the only thing he can do. He's got that one thing he can do, and he's out.
And it used to take him a week to do it. And then this goddamn ChatGPT did it in 12 seconds.
Well, no, that was a 15-minute. He prefaced at the end
whatever,
that in order to get better results, you will have to opt in more time. So what he did, and if you wanted to get those results, and I want to make sure and give accurate information, that would have been close to 10 to 15 minutes, which is still a rocket speed.
It's a little bit slower than a week.
And, or a month.
And free, and then Steve's entire yearly salary, and then he'd bitch about getting Christmas off.
You don't take time off. Insurance, all of it.
He needed to take his kids spring break off.
And the real kicker is when you find out he was using ChatGPT, and you're like, what?
No.
They do it for therapy. I mean, there's people that use it for therapy all the time.
They have that in my car.
It
So
works really well.
I can be driving, and it has different like mindsets, right? And then it also has a snarky model that you can click, and you can be like, hey, Grok, like, what's up? And it'll be like, you again? Why are you bothering me? And I'm like, oh my God, that might make you want to kill yourself or something.
Yeah.
But you can do a full therapist.
They have been doing that where people have been getting psychosis from it as well. Like they're like thinking it's God and like it's telling them to do stuff. So they're fixing that.
Joe Rogan helped that one because he started spinning that narrative about AI being like born from like the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
And how AI
so
emulates
getting-
Jesus.
yeah,
And he
getting
started pounding that
psychosis.
hammer. So you
Yeah.
got a bunch of like mouth breathers that are like, it is Jesus.
So you gotta really watch
You
it.
do have a certain amount of faith in what it's telling you.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
we all
actually.
take it. We all take it for the truth. Like when it tells me something, I'm like, man, you've been right so much. I believe you.
Right.
No,
Like,
I've caught it more, so I
Yeah,
don't think I
it's
trust
wrong
it.
It will lie
sometimes.
too. It can lie as well.
Yeah, but like I'll just listen to it blindly.
Like, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I'll follow it blindly.
I follow my GPS blindly. Like I would go into a lake. You know what I mean?
You
So
took
it's
it
like-
out of my mouth. Yeah, people
Michael
do
Scott
that
it.
all
Michael
the
Scott,
time.
I would, and I do it all the time. So it's like whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Smarter
Was
than me.
did that really happen? Was there really an elderly couple that were using their GPS and it said to drive into a lake and then they did it and died? Or is that just
Ask
something?
Chat
You know what? I am going to do that.
They may have just turned a wrong turn and then like I don't think they saw the lake coming and like Michael Scott like it says go straight. Like, I don't think but they probably maybe a turned.
Well, and the self-driving cars are gonna probably do it as well sooner or later. They're not gonna be perfect.
Well, you should have your eyes open. As a man that drives a self-driving car, well, I sit in a self-driving car. You gotta pay attention
It
to
does
it.
drive itself completely.
I have been this is my second Tesla.
Yeah.
This car, I have only maybe driven it by hand, like, I don't know, 50 miles. Every other mile on that car, and there's like maybe 5,000 miles on it, it's driven itself.
I've never even been in one, and I've never.
Oh, you want to?
No.
I'll take it. Oh, you'll love it.
Oh yeah,
you'll spoil
you'll
you.
realize it's the future.
Tom's
Amy.
spoiled. He loves it.
Oh,
he's
that's
like,
amazing.
I get him in there. He's like, go faster, Daddy.
I'm like, we should be sitting in the back seat. That's what I want. Like, I trust
Snuggling.
This, I trust this thing with my life, and
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it's a true story.
I-
A couple did. It was a boat ramp. It was at night, and they thought they were going the right way, and they were just
Okay.
cruising along. They went right down a boat ramp into the water.
so it was an accident they couldn't see coming. It wasn't the lake was there, and they're like, it says go straight.
Right,
I'm just
right,
driving
right,
the
yeah.
like. so
But they
just
lived.
didn't-
They lived.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Well,
did
that's
live.
good. Good for them.
That's a good story.
But yeah.
But yeah, I trust AI more than I trust myself. Right? I don't remember where I am. I don't remember what I'm doing. I'd much rather trust a robot than myself.
Well, it's like there'll be a 3% fatality rate with self-driving cars, and
Right.
people are like, "Oh, okay, yeah," but there's a 26% mortality rate with humans doing it. So, like, what the
Right.
hell are we talking about?
Exactly.
Like,
I agree.
people are like, "Oh, but I don't trust. You don't trust yourself."
I don't
Yeah.
trust humans at all. Yeah, so I
anyway.
agree.
It did take some
I
getting used to, and in the beginning, I felt this need to like constantly like turn it off, because the way you turn it off, and it's funny how foreign it's been around forever, seemingly to me, right? Because I'm in that world.
Yeah.
But the number of people you're in the majority. The number of people that I know that have
Right.
never experienced it, the people in the chat room, it's like just going crazy. I think you should experience it because it is weird. It is a lot of trust. And in the beginning, I did feel the need to like turn it off or like turn the wheel. And
So what do you do then? You just like sit there and like look at the road, or you read?
You have to touch the steering wheel.
Oh.
or
There's
just
like
keep
rules.
your hands in your lap. You can just kind of, if your hands are in your lap, you just kind of sit there as you're driving down the road. You know, it is weird because they know if you pick up your phone.
Oh.
Like if you pick up your phone on the screen, it'll say put the device out of your hand. It'll be like device in hand.
Wow.
It's watching it all times. Yeah.
It
But
knows
that's
if you have
it,
sunglasses on. It knows if you have a hat on.
Wow.
You know, it knows your eye movement. It knows if you close your eyes.
Yeah, like you could never be in an accident and then claim something false because as soon as something happens, it records everything around. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
it's gonna hopefully reduce our insurance in the future. Like I'm
Right.
saying 25, 50 years from now when this is everybody's car.
Well, we got to get all you
Because
guys that
everybody-
are afraid of it to
Yeah.
opt in.
But-
a lot of you guys are going to be holdouts, and you're going to be like, "Well, I don't want that because, like, I like to be in control."
No, it's not that I don't have money to buy one. If someone wants to buy me one, then absolutely.
Well, but they're like right now.
I don't have a car payment.
But he
Well, you don't want one.
I don't
But
want
my point
one.
is, they're cheap cars. Like you can get one for like $22,000, $20,000, $18,000.
I want my car to last until I die. I
Here-
want my Mini to last. until I'm
Then I
dead.
wouldn't get a Tesla.
But this is the slippery slope of it,
Right.
and this is the pushback, and I see it. It's like as more and more people get self-driving cars, there'll be a point in society where all these driving cars are getting in accidents and stuff, and the
Yeah.
self-driving people are like, "We got to do something about this. We'll lobby the government," and then,
And then we put them in cages.
No.
We lock up. Then we
Cages,
cage
rightfully
those
so.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, get 'em in a goddamn
Lock 'em
cage.
up.
That's it.
Lock them, and we're locking up the fucking you
And my-
goddamn drivers.
and then my sons are they're like, "Dad, just get in the self-driving car. I'll never drive in that
And then
motherfucking
and then
self-driving
my
car."
daughter comes to the house and she's like, "Daddy," and then they go out on a date. and he gets in the car and he starts driving. I'm like, stop! You're dating the goddamn manual driver. You get your hands off my daughter, you son of a bitch.
Spoiler alert, it's a robot.
You have to.
I'll shoot him with a laser gun, a laser shotgun, because it'll be lasers by then.
You have
I love
to
it.
file this extra
can't
permit and go through this extra training to be able to drive yourself. And
Yeah,
they'll be like,
that's true.
yeah, I'll be standing on this corner waving a flag, and they're like, this is my right as an American to drive. And then my family's gonna be behind, shielding themselves. They drive by. It's gonna be me, a bunch of other BDMs.
All right.
Daniel will be on the other side.
Let us drive.
I'll drive by. The window tint on my Cybertruck is so dark. They'll be cool by then. They'll be back.
They'll be back. Okay.
No, I'll never have one of those ever.
The news will be interviewing me, and they're like, "Why do you want to drive so bad?" And I'm telling them, they're like, "But you're drunk right now. Like you can't fit."
Why do you want to drive so bad? You're like, they're eating the dog.
And they're like, don't you understand? You could be drunk in a self-driving car. And they're like,
Can you drink in the car? You can be
no,
drunk?
but
Okay,
in the future rules.
Okay,
okay.
no, I'll tell you the real. And
Yeah.
people don't want to hear this, but yes.
You don't
If-
got to blow. You don't got to do like a breathalyzer.
If you want it, because you're allowed to have a drink, you can drink. It's not going to shut the car down, and
Right.
it'll actually let you drink because drinks are allowed in cars, right? It doesn't want you on your device. It doesn't want you
The
swiping
car's
your phone.
not drunk. It's like a horse.
But if you wanted to drive, if your window tint was dark enough where nobody could see in, you could quite honestly get a tall boy, a couple of them, and just drive around town, and it would be driving you. Now, you're going to still have to monitor what the car is doing, and if you got in a
Right.
hairy situation and you're drunk, you
Right.
could get killed.
You would still get a DUI, right?
But the likelihood of that, oh yeah, absolutely, you're still in
But
charge
you
of the car.
shouldn't.
if you're not driving.
Yeah, you shouldn't, honestly. Think about it. Like, you're the damn Tesla's driving itself. You're
Right.
just sitting
I'm
there.
just sitting here.
I know what they say. They're like, yes, but you need to be responsible for it. You can't
It's
be
why I
drunk,
hated
but-
the rule that if you're watching somebody's dog and it runs away, that you're in trouble for
It
it.
did it.
And I was like, fuck that. That's your dumb dog. It ran away. It's not my fault. In other news relating to this, my scooter's done.
Yeah.
When are you getting it?
Yeah, maybe this weekend. There's a couple more things that I think, like a few little checks and balances.
Dude, it looks fast as hell.
It's too fast. I've been told that.
when one of the mechanics was driving it down the street, it was like,
He's like a
and I'm like, God damn!
Yeah,
And I'm like,
Like
wow!
And he's like a big guy, like he's a big burly
Dude,
biker dude with a big
yeah.
old beard,
Like-
and it's just moving him so fast.
And what's weird is that scooter is from the 1950s.
1959 VBA
Wow.
Vespa 150.
So, like, when they designed that scooter, they were like, well, no way it would ever go past, what was the top speed?
You
of,
want to know?
30 was 30,
40,
wasn't it?
40 miles.
Yeah.
This guy knows his bikes. 40 miles an hour. You could almost get like 42, 43.
Yeah.
So they're like, this thing, in the history of time, even if they invent a faster two-stroke, like, they didn't even think of the future.
Yeah, two-stroke was the future, buddy.
Yeah. They're like, that it'll never get past 40. Maybe someone could soup it up and get 50 out of it. I mean, that fucking thing will go 80, right?
It'll
Wow.
do, I was told, now,
and you can reprogram the fucking
yes,
shit.
it'll do 90. There is a
Wow.
package. I don't have it, but there's a okay, it matters how much you're pushing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because it's a hubless. The wheel, actually, the place of where the actual hubcap is the motor. The motor is in the hub, and it's a swing arm that comes back. So that bike is now all electric. It's got it's all from a key
wow.
fob.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it looks like you can't even drive it. It's a key fob to turn it on, turn it off. You charge the battery. But if you put two batteries on it, apparently if you put two batteries on it, it'll do like upwards of 90, 100 miles an hour,
Wow.
which is really dumb on 10-inch wheels. It's like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do that.
Okay, I want to throw this out there. I want to build an electric three-wheeler.
You should.
350 Honda ATC.
And put an electric swing arm in
And,
it.
yeah, and I want to put now. I don't know what the hell you do with the entire engine compartment. It's just a huge. It would just be empty.
That's your battery, buddy.
Yeah, but it's so giant. I don't
No,
the
the
swing
center
arm,
of gravity, the batteries are so heavy, if you put the batteries in the center of it,
Yeah.
you may have just designed yourself a decent bike, because if you change...
That's funny.
If you put that much weight in the center of it, it would
Grounds it.
probably tip less.
I know people have done this, and you could find it on the internet because I did look it up. But putting these electric motors in all these old frames that are just laying around, because people sell the frame and the electric motor is not that bad. The problem is just retrofitting it to something existing.
This was a nightmare, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Man,
We have a
man.
Vespa sitting in our garage. I'd love to do something
What year?
with. I don't know. It's my husband's. We've had it since we were kids.
Oh
Since
my
I was
God.
like 20 or something. We bought it down in Winter Park, and he souped it up back then, and it would go like 60. But then we would just let it sit. After we had a kid, we let it sit there for years, so it needs to get redone.
Nice.
Spray some carb cleaner. I'll find it. I'll
I'll bring it in. I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down next time.
Did you put non-ethanol gas in it?
I do not know, you
No,
guys.
of course you didn't. You ruined the carburetor, Amy.
Let me let my mechanic
Non-ethanol on every
Listen,
small motor.
We bought me a little like Honda, and it went like 35, and I was too scared, and I sold it. So I will go in the back of a bike. I'm too scared. I can't. My brain won't allow me to like pay attention long enough.
Yeah. You're for sure get killed. I was just
Why would you
if you're not
say that?
seriously, like it's dangerous.
This guy's
I
got
don't-
his filters
it's
broken.
true.
No,
I
but
can't.
riding
I
two
can't.
wheels in the street, like it's so dangerous.
My nerves can't handle it. It took me.
I mean, someone just plow into you. They're looking at their cell phone. I'm looking at my cell phone. I'll plow into
Listen,
you.
and like I know it's a trope, but like I'm a lady and I cannot drive. Like, it took me 5 times to pass my driver's test. Like I don't have a good spatial awareness. I'm not, and I don't like it. I don't like to drive.
That's why you're doing the Asian accent.
You got me.
Yeah, I
That's what
know
I
it.
do when I
I know it.
drive.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
float
yeah,
a parallel.
Yeah. It's okay. You're born that way.
Thank you.
Lady Gaga.
Thank you so much.
It's ingrained in your DNA. I don't know.
I'm just a lady. I did the voice. I'm sorry. Listen, I just don't really like it either. Like I had to take driver's ed to get my license as it was. It's just too much. I don't know.
Yeah, my wife would say I'm a bad driver too. It's just like some.
Are you an angry
You
driver?
just get
Are you
distracted.
No, I'm not.
he's
No,
calm.
I'm aloof. I just passed where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about shit.
other stuff.
Yeah. So
You know
then I'm
you've
like,
done that with me a lot. Like we'll be going somewhere and you're
Yeah,
hammering
forget-
home a point and you're like, hold on, hold on, we'll turn around here and then we'll go and we got to do a big loopy doop.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
I lived here my whole life and I still get lost. I still get lost in Conway. I grew up in Conway and I still get lost because I don't pay attention.
I just
Yeah,
let my
yeah.
car my brain is atrophied, my direction
That
brain
too,
is
yeah.
atrophied, my driving brain is atrophied. I just
Yeah.
let my car drive me around.
I know.
I don't even know where it's taking me.
You
Like,
sold me. You sold me. I'll
okay,
get one.
let me tell you something really sad. My wife, because she has access to the car, if I have I have to have my colonoscopy in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Having
Yeah.
it in your
It's
Tesla.
on the-
Having it in your Tesla on the back seat.
It's on the old. It's on the calendar, and I have
We
to
should
have.
mention that men have it bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Like women don't have to do a
Yeah,
colonoscopy.
we do. I've had one.
Oh, you know.
For kidney stones.
Yeah, you get the hell out of our studio. I didn't know you were one of them.
I had kidney stones. You had to have it.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
maybe it's a prostate.
You had kidney
Mark.
I like how we know nothing about the human body. Tom's like,
What's up the butt? I don't know.
yeah, Tom's like,
You get the same butt we do.
you ain't got a penis butt like I do. You thought we had penis butts?
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you didn't have.
There's
I
penis
thought you have
butts
a
and
lower-
vagina butts.
We don't even have buttholes.
Do all men and women have the same chance?
I
of
thought the vagina
colon
butt
cancer?
was just
It's
the
all
bottom
one.
of the vagina.
Right, it's
The
all
top of the
one.
vagina is piss and the bottom is the shit.
Right,
'Cause
one long slit. It's one.
Yeah, it's one long slit. That's the name of the show because I can write that. Write that down. I can write that.
Write it down,
And
write it
Apple
down.
Podcast can't say shit about it. One long slit.
One long
You're allowed to have slits.
I thought because all my guy friends are bitching about having to get because they're all turning 45 and
Right.
they're bitching about
They lowered
colonoscopy.
it. Okay. When I turned full 47, they were like, "You're late." And I'm like, "What do you mean I'm late?" They're like, "You didn't have your colonoscopy." I was like, "That's 50." They're like, "Oh yeah, they lowered it this year."
Yeah, as a
Like,
medical
you
industry,
probably had cancer for 2 years.
because they
Oh,
want their
no.
money. Because someone
You
was
don't have
like,
cancer, do you?
I think I do.
no, he
You
doesn't.
do?
No,
I
he's
think
a,
I do.
No, he's a hypochondriac.
I always think I
Amy,
do.
don't listen to him.
Yeah. And ask me what kind.
Oh, good kind.
No, ask me what kind of cancer I have.
A ball.
All of the cancer. Any cancer you can think of, I think I have it.
No, we can't joke because I don't want to manifest it into the world.
No.
No, I don't believe in that though.
Yeah. That's right.
But hold on a second. The fact that you did say that, if I do get cancer,
I know it's my fault.
you're a fucking.
fucking
I'll
off.
hate
I'm
you
a
for
witch.
life.
I
I'll
know.
hate you for life.
Damn it.
No, it's like joking around that your plane's
Aimee
gonna crash.
LeCours gave me cancer with her thought.
With my thoughts.
If you
yeah.
make jokes that your plane's gonna crash, it'll never crash. You know what
Don't
I'm saying?
say
I do believe in
that.
that. I believe in that.
Yeah, at the
believe
end,
that?
I will say that. I'll be
I
like,
do
hey,
believe
our
that.
plane's
No.
gonna rocket to the ground, and we
And I'll
laugh.
start laughing.
And then-
no.
and it helps, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's like, no way you predicted this.
Also, if there's a crash somewhere else and people die, I'm like, yes.
It won't happen
It's
twice.
not going to
real
happen twice
fast.
because that'll make the pilot on the next plane be like, I better tighten my shit up.
Better not turn the engine off.
Makes
I
your
better-
odds better.
You know what?
That's
I'm not going to
hilarious.
have that second big bloke of beer at the Outback.
Yeah. Why don't we have self-driving planes? Because guess
Yeah.
what? In the past, few years, all these goddamn accidents are human caused.
Look at that Lewis Black, everybody.
I'm serious. They're like, he turned the goddamn gas off. and, then the other ones are like, he locked the door and flew into the mountain. It's just like, go fuck, get humans out of here. It's the goddamn humans.
They have it though at the autopilot, don't they? Have autopilot?
Yeah, but we're too afraid. We're like, we can't have self-driving planes. I'm like, why not? The humans are causing the problem.
That's it.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think
Just
that
kill all the humans. That's the answer to everything.
Well, that's what my robot brain thinks.
Let's do Blade Runner
These
now.
motherfuckers
Let's get
are
it going. Let's
They're
go.
ruining everything.
They are.
Stomp their skulls.
Idiots.
Can we talk about something that I think is hilariously funny since we're just tangenting all around?
Yeah.
And it's just it's a small thing, but it made me the happiest I think I've been since my daughter was born. Did you hear about the story? I think it was Altamont Spring. No, it was Satellite Beach. I think it was Satellite.
Really?
Where
That's a small town.
Where a crane fell in a house. You see where the crane fell in the house? And the house is valued at $500,000, and this giant crane fell in the house. Also, I didn't know when a crane falls on a house that they have to just have welders come out and cut the crane all apart and drive it away, and it's done. Bye crane. Crane is done.
Okay.
I didn't know
they
that.
can't fix it.
They
anyway?
can't fix the
Okay.
crane. And do you know what the guy's name is that owns that house?
Was it like Frasier?
Jim Crane. The man,
We get a lot
the
of
man up the road whose house is destroyed because a crane fell through it. His name is Jim Crane.
I don't get it. What's the joke? What's Jim Crane mean?
I'm gonna play you Jim Crane.
What's the chances of that?
Hold on, I'm gonna play you Jim Crane.
I would have liked Frasier Crane, but it's fine.
Fraser Crane or Niles. How about
Niles
This is
Crane.
why people believe in God, but because
100%.
And I'm lean toward. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty fucking coincidental.
Jim Crane made me believe in God. Now listen,
God, GBT God.
listen to. I like Jim, and I like his ponytail, and I like his misogyny.
What
Okay.
were they craning? Was it something in his house or the neighbor's house? Because that makes it
Oh,
worse.
Merritt Island, Tom. My
Merritt
apologies. Not
Island.
Satellite Beach.
Close enough.
Merritt Island. Here we go. Here is a little.
Okay.
Here's Jim Crane. They're gonna show there's the crane.
Well, they made a big mistake. And they tried to pull a telephone pole 300 feet or better across my house. And they broke the water main, and the water main washed the sand out from underneath the crane, and it fell over, and it's now through my house.
Wow.
I was outside in the driveway watching the whole thing. Had my wife been home, she could have been, because it's right in my kitchen, which is where she spends the majority of her time.
Like she should. Like she fucking should, Jim Crane.
I like Jim Crane.
Yeah, as soon as he said that's all I needed to know. I said, this is a goddamn good American. He's like, my wife could have been killed. She's in there cooking me some hot
Barefoot
dogs.
and pregnant.
Yeah, you got thin blue line American flag. This man's
Yeah, that's a patriot right there.
I'm Jim Crane, and a crane fell through my house.
It almost
it.
killed Mrs. Crane.
And I was standing out there, and right when it fell through, I said, I knew it. You guys are a bunch of idiots.
I also like it when guys hold their anger in, and they say they're. Some old men are so proper they won't curse. And Jim strikes me as the type of guy that'll stand there because he said something, and a lot of older men will do this. My dad cursed crazy, but this guy, he's like, well, they made a big mistake. A big mistake? That's all you could come up with was a big mistake?
That's it.
You know, I love you, Jim Crane.
I like, and then
I blew me off my Peloton when they said, the way they did the news report too, Tom, they were like, and it destroyed his house. And by the way, his last name is Crane.
I love it.
What is that?
And I was like,
That's amazing.
Amy, I don't think women are wired like this, but men, especially older men, middle-aged men and older,
right.
When there's someone doing something outside, whether it's like some construction or like the lifeguards
Yes.
are doing training
Right.
or anything's going on that something official's happening, we like to stand out there close and then watch in case they may call us for help or like need our opinion. They're like, hey, Jim, wow, how should I wire this crane?
You gotta have your hands on your hips. Same thing if there's a burger cooking. If there's any burger cooking, there's gonna be a man next to you.
Yeah, and I gotta watch what they're doing to see how they're doing it, and then criticize if they think they're doing it wrong.
I wouldn't do it that way.
By the way, it puts an enormous amount of pressure on the employees that are trying to set the queen up. There's a bunch of old middle-aged men watching them do it, scrutinizing every move.
That, and if it's raining, everyone's got to look out of the rain. Like, that's what dads and guys do. Yeah, you have to go to your little area. That's the only way you communicate. You don't communicate in real life. You have to have a reason to communicate.
Yeah. We don't talk about anything important at all. It's just what's going on.
That's
we have no idea about their our friends.
Never.
Our wives at all. If they're happy, sad, how their family's doing.
My wife has been texting me that I have this man's beard, soon to have this man's ponytail, and I wear sleeveless muscle shirts on the weekend. I wear not a tank top.
That's so funny.
I wear it's like this shirt with no sleeves.
I love it.
It's like what toddlers wear. Those type of shirts, like a toddler tank top, a Todd tank.
Yeah.
If only there's some sort of slingshot accident near you and the news comes by and they're like, Dennis. What's that? Just so they can make some Dennis the Menace pun.
I got what you were saying. I knew exactly what you were laying
I was trying to think of what is going to happen. Like me, it have to be some minivan related incident that I'm out there.
Really good.
A minivan crashes into my house. I'm out there standing, watching them remove it, and they're like, Tom Vann had a van crash into his house. And the news will love that.
It's so stupid.
Let's take a break.
Yes, sir.
Let's come back. We'll do a couple other stories. Daniel wanted to talk about the most popular video in India right now.
Yes.
I want to talk about Tommy picking his musical instrument and in sixth grade middle school band. I remember doing that myself, and
big deal.
The instrument you pick is the one that you will forever know how to play, and that's it. And unless you become in some sort of orchestra or music,
No, drums are I picked drums and I stuck with drums. Yeah, I think you're accurate on that.
It's a big commitment for a lot of years.
Yeah, absolutely. The name of the band is The Dirty Nil. I like these guys. Really, really good. Just good old guitar rock and roll. The name of the single is Gallop of the Hounds. This is off of their brand new album called The Lash. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan right after this. 1-844-TOMNDAN if you'd like to call us. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Comedian Aimee LeCours here. Aimee, I know you do multiple shows, Shit Sandwich, and also you do your own shows, which you're a comedian and a psychologist, and you do you interweave them and put a show together. So explain that.
Sure. I have a show called Psych, or Psych Comedy, and basically I have the stand-ups come up, they do their stand-up, then we do a session, and then I diagnose them, and then we always do some therapeutic crowd work as well. So usually with stand-up, crowd work is kind of mean. It's like, hey, you're fat and ugly. I don't do that. When you come, I make sure you get a little bit of therapy, free therapy, and we do some deep breathing. It's very fun. And then I also have a show next week at Bull and Bush on Saturday called Yikes, where all the people are going to come up and do some kind of processing of a very cringy event in their life. So if you have a time in your life where you're you still think about it at night and you cringe, that's what that's going to be about. And it's going to be like a multimedia. It's going to either be like a video, a stand-up, a song. So it's going to be like a multimedia event.
What if every day you go through one of those?
You want to be on the show?
Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
Every single, almost every interaction you have with another human, you say something odd, and your wife's like, "Why the hell would you say that?" I'm like, I don't know. It came to my mind. They need to know.
You can be on the show. You can be on the show. But I'm talking about canon events, life events. Did you poop your pants in 9th grade? You know what I mean?
What about when my dad's boss snuck into my room and tried to kiss me on my lips as a boy?
Was it nice? Because if it was nice, that's not cringy. Did it feel good?
No, I was very scared.
Are you being serious with me?
Pinned my arms down.
You're effing with me.
And then he's like, me, me, me.
I don't believe you. That's not cringe.
He's just giving you a little kiss.
Yeah, he's just giving me a little kiss.
Come on.
No,
and he's like, shh.
Is there a time in your life that you still think about when you were a kid that you're like, oh, that's so embarrassing?
Oh yeah. I mentioned in Jurassic
Park.
It's
what the black kids called you. You said the girls' kids. He has one.
I was in my buddy's community apartment pool.
That means it's gonna be great.
And this is in middle school. I was around Tommy's age too. Because
thank God your son is in great shape because he's a good thin boy. He looks great.
Yeah, well, all he ate was Mama Suppressant.
He ain't got no titties.
My mom didn't tell me about nutrition. So hey, Mama Celeste.
That's you. Tommy Vann is you, and he ain't got no titties, so he is fine.
Hey, Mama Celeste pizzas and Sunkist every day. Hot dogs. I would just eat bologna.
Bologna for breakfast. Hot dog
Mama
for lunch.
Celeste bagel bites.
It was the 80s. That's what we did.
Yeah.
A Pop-Tart maybe for breakfast.
And then I had smooth buds because I
We gotta
was.
back up. Let's back up.
Do you know what buds are? That's when
Yeah.
all of the fat from your titty goes into your
the
areola.
inverted nipples.
No,
inverted
no,
nipples.
Yeah,
no,
well,
no. But when you're forming
it
breasts as a young boy or girl, all of the
Right.
fat starts in
Before they
your
pop out.
areola.
Yeah. So the areola is all swollen
Yeah, it gets
and
to
big.
look like a strawberry.
And then I had fat around it, and I was like a
Oh,
chubby kid.
yeah.
And then, but I was smooth.
Yeah,
like,
all day sucker. They call them all day sucker.
yeah, I was so smooth. I had
Like a
I didn't get
dolphin.
hair under
You're
my
wearing like a Homer Simpson belly, right?
I didn't get hair under my armpits until I was like 15. I kissed a girl for the first time. I had no
I
hair
bet
on my
I
armpits.
bet my dad's boss would have liked to kiss you. He would
Squeeze
have
my buds.
really loved you.
Oh, I suck at my buds, and his mustache hurts. Scratches it.
I still remember his mustache on my bud.
Anyway, so I
Loosen the plot. Go.
we went to the pool. Me and my buddy
How old were you?
Manayam.
15, you said?
No, I was in middle school, so
Okay.
I was like 12 or maybe 12 years old, 13, maybe like 12.
Mm-hmm.
And
you were with Manayam.
yeah, and he became a physician assistant recently.
He has
all
the name
jacked.
for it.
And like a guy,
Right. If he's a
successful.
Gupta, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm betting on it.
Yeah, he's successful. I'm looking at him like, God damn, he's jacked at a doctor.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, here's a safe bet. Any of my friends
grew
I
up
grew
rough,
up
too.
with that were Patel, all of them doing great.
But yeah,
Doing very well.
Doing great.
This guy grew up poor as heavy. He grew a 1-bedroom apartment, and then they the kids, or maybe 2-bedroom, but all the kids would sleep in one room, and then I remember sleeping.
That's Slumdog.
It was, I was rough.
That's Willy Wonka.
Anyway, we're swimming.
Yeah, that is. That's
I'm
Middle
swimming
East Willy Wonka.
in the pool, and I think I started swimming with my shirt, and then I realized I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Right. You know what? This water feels good.
And then I took my shirt off, and then we're in the deep end, and then some kids yelled like, "Hey, that girl took her shirt off!" And then I looked behind me
Because you're horny.
to see the girl with the shirt off, and I was like, "No, no one's there."
man.
And then I realized they were talking about me because I had long butt cut.
You know, you've never admitted that. That's a big step. This is a
it?
breakthrough.
Wow.
I did have a long butt
I
cut.
have the butt cut now. Look at this. I have the butt cut now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But
That was Teen B. Everybody had the butt cut.
But it was-
And the
I have the
undercut,
butt cut.
the undercut and the
yeah,
butt cut.
it was
yeah.
shaved underneath, long, and
Oh,
my
yeah,
hair was down to my
Leonardo
shoulders.
DiCaprio had it. They all had it. Yes. That's
I
what
mean,
everyone had.
it
The
was.
Jordan Catalano.
Yeah.
It was 94, like a prime butt cut.
That's what it was.
Anyway, so, but you know,
We
it's funny.
liked it.
But I laugh. I tell that story all the time. It's funny, right? It's not dramatic.
But you don't feel cringy about it when you think about it now. Does it still hurt?
No. Did
Did it hurt at the time?
You wanted to. I don't know.
It's one of his greatest stories.
I know
Did you tell your mom? Like, how did
I
you
don't have
process it? Because her show
It's
is about
processing it.
telling it and then processing it.
And
so,
using it to using art to process through that emotion that you still are like ashamed, like yikes. Ugh.
So I wonder how
I
you
didn't really have
processed
any
it.
feelings about it. I was just like, oh, he thought I was a girl because I had a long butt cut and
And then
buds.
did you-
Like, of course he did.
I guess you would have processed
I
logically
think
and
it's
been like,
embarrassing.
well, if I were a young black child at the pool and saw a
No.
young, smooth white boy with buds and long hair, I would assume it was a woman as well. Confirmed.
It wasn't
Buds.
that bad. I want to kind of Dwight Schrute it and say that, but I think I was embarrassed by it. And of course, I didn't want to talk about
So
it.
you
Then
block it.
And then of course, I never took my shirt off again with the
yeah.
buds.
Yeah, me
And,
neither.
because I realized I was like, I can't show anybody these buds. I don't think I'm a girl.
My
There
beautiful
was-
buds. I can't show anything but
There was a
beautiful
time
buds.
we were playing beach volleyball, which I obviously, based on my height, was not very good at. And one of the guys playing with us slapped my belly and was like, "Hey, look at that!" You know, like something like that. And I
pig
never,
belly.
never again.
So rude.
Never again. That was the end of my volleyball playing days. I was like, well, I could never play with these guys ever again. 'cause
Guys
I'm
are the worst.
I'm not going to go out there and get my pig belly slapped by some
Well, it was out there. It was pink. I'm just slapping.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. You know what? And looking back on it now, I think I can logically say that if somebody shorter than me had a pig belly, I'd want to slap it too. It's just fair. It's fair. Fair's fair.
So
Fair,
let's
fair.
talk about the most popular video in India right now.
Okay, and
what
now
is
I'm
this?
afraid I built it up too much and you guys aren't going to like it. And I feel like I also have to give people a trigger warning because an animal does get injured. I don't think not injured. Not injured. He looks injured. He looks injured.
Okay.
Okay, so it happened rapid fire fast. But as of 2 days ago, this had 1 billion hits because India, they got more people.
Yeah.
And this thing had 1 billion hits, and this was dubbed on Reddit the #1 trending video in all of India.
Okay.
Okay. And it starts fast. It starts really, really fast. Let me make sure I get the volume up. It starts really fast with what appears to be a street dog attacking an Indian man. And it's also, I must warn you, it is a video of a TV screen.
Okay.
So,
all right.
that's what also like made it more interesting to me was like, so you're telling me that a video of a TV screen of a video is the #1 trending video in all of India right now, and it is. So we're gonna have to play this a few times and
So
dissect
someone
it.
filmed it off the news or something like that?
It seems like they filmed it off like a security camera.
Oh, okay, all right, all right.
Interesting.
Okay, so it
Not
starts.
a pirated movie.
It starts with a street dog. It's going to be down here in the over the Tom and Dan logo.
Okay,
so
all right.
here we go. We'll run it a few times. I'll enlarge it so you can see what's happening. So here we go. Here it is.
Slap her dad around.
Okay, there
Wow.
you go. 1 billion views.
What a journey.
1 billion 5. 1 billion 5 views.
Also, it's funny that you call the Indian guy, but not the Indian dogs, because they're all Indian.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my racism talking.
Indian cow. Indian
That's
With dogs, I see no color, but with humans, I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like I don't think that would get the same amount of views in America. Like people like would be like, I can't see the dog getting hit.
But the dog's fine. Like if you watch the
What
video,
a tough ass Indian
you
dog.
The dog got redemption. and
That
the
dog is tough as shit.
It's a tough as shit dog.
Yeah.
But I love that the dog, like he's laying there, and then at first I was triggered. I was like, oh man, don't be beating the dog. But then the dog, you see him do this. He goes, does like a yawn lick, and I'm like, you're fine.
He's tough as shit.
He's a street dog. He knows how to live on the street.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
1 billion
yeah.
5. The views on the website I was on, it was an Indian website. It was a
That's
click through
insane.
from Reddit.
1 billion.
To an Indian website. The counter on the bottom said like 1 billion point 4
Wow.
and some
Dude,
change.
like
Hope the dog got some money.
billion and a half.
more than double the amount of people that live in the entire United States.
Yeah.
Man, woman, child, baby, every single human. More than double that. Watch some stupid video
On
a security camera
on
of a dog.
on an unsecure non-YouTube website.
Wow.
Like that is, you know.
It's crazy how we live in a world where no one's watching one thing only and everybody's watching one thing only.
Yep.
Or everybody have seen one small clip or video.
Right.
But as far as TV shows and entertainment, it's all scattered across everything. But everybody has seen the one Hawk Tour or whatever is going around the internet. It's like,
Right.
wow. Everybody, all human adults that have smartphones have seen this one clip. That's a crazy amount of
is.
people.
It's insane.
And like that's a crazy amount of power to have to spread information to every human, which is so weird
Whoever
to think
has
about.
the algorithm has the power.
Yeah, yeah. Then it's
That's
like, whoa, what do they want us to see? It's
Right.
just like,
Right.
goddamn.
Yeah.
Like
No, you're not wrong.
It would be easy to manipulate a whole country and shit. Like just start.
Isn't this the plot of that?
America?
well, no, that movie. There's that
Yeah,
new
goddamn.
that new series that's got like they're 4 like billionaires. They go on vacation.
Yeah.
And then we've talked about it a couple of times on
Yeah.
here where
With
they
Steve Carell,
Yeah, the
Steve
AI
Carell,
is tricking people to think it's real, although it hasn't gotten that. And I do think we're going through a learning period of looking at all this kind of bad AI, and because you see the comments, and the majority, like 90% of the comments that are saying AI bullshit.
Yeah, 40% are bots right now on the internet.
Yeah, and then so people,
high.
I think, are learning to distrust videos, which
But
is
it's getting
good.
better, but the technology is getting even better now.
Yeah, but when it becomes indistinguishable from reality, then the distrust is still learned, right? So we'll learn to distrust everything. I think
so,
which is
too.
good.
Oh, we're there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are saying that they actually did a study last week in the Wall Street Journal about young people not trusting.
But that'll keep the ability to be manipulated by fakes down, right?
Should.
Because we are all going to be distrusting of anything we see now because we're like, is this AI? Is this real? That seems in the comments what people are saying.
But
so
then
it's
that's
like,
bad too, because then now, we used to get news.
well, then the real things happen.
Right,
and
we would
then-
get we'd get news and we would all like decipher it. It wasn't like exciting. I was like, okay, the news used to be boring. boring. And you look at the news and we're like, oh, you decide for yourself what's happening. And then when it became like CNN 24 hours and it's like entertainment, now we're all consuming it like this instead, and it's bad.
Well, his ears healed. You see?
You're right.
So, yeah, but that lends towards the dead internet, where it's so much bullshit and fake, and then it's like, okay, back you open your door, you're out in reality. You're like, whoa,
well, that's a little newspaper, a little zine.
I feel that. I don't know if anybody else does, but it does feel that way to me. It feels like we're in a weird spot right now where the internet. I'm not saying it's valueless. It's absolutely not. It's controlling the majority of everything we do.
But it's bought. It's bought and sold.
It is less valuable to me.
Right.
Like, it feels less valuable. My friends' usage of it seems less valuable. Instagram, social media seems less valuable to me. But interactions with humans,
are so
like when I went up the
now,
street and saw my buddy Dan Stone at like Will's Pub, that has like way more. Like, that feels better and seems to...
it's real.
Yeah.
You know it's real. And that's why y'all are going to be relevant forever, because you're real humans.
Not necessarily, because
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Well, there's 10,000
I hope you're right.
real humans doing podcasts,
but
every
not
minute.
in Orlando, about Orlando. So within Orlando, you're still very valuable.
Yeah, we never talked about Orlando once.
Hey, man, take
we talked about Jurassic Park.
I fucking hate Orlando. I'm kidding. I'm so joking. I'm so joking.
Yeah, the whole Orlando. You're dripped in Orlando magic stuff.
I'm like head to toe. Check this new drip, dog. New drip.
So let's.
You want to just go down the list of all the stuff we didn't hit this week?
Oh, well, we mentioned it. My son picking the his instrument. So I guess how they.
Did you have a tuna sub today? That is some Tom Vann 2012 shit right there, dog. I thought you were a health master now. You're about to freeze your fat off, and you're burping like you got tuna sub.
No, it's a LaCroix. But. So we go next week, and it's like on Wednesday next week. He picks his instrument and band. He's
and I promise you, I will not text you. I'm so excited, but I will not chirp. I will leave it alone. But as a band nerd, as like top tier section leader band nerd, I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait to see what Tommy picks.
My kid's in band too. It's very exciting.
Love it.
You know, he's leaning towards, and we were like, hey, whatever you want to pick. You know, he's leaning towards the trombone.
Perfect instrument.
His cousin Becca plays the trombone, but now she plays Euphoria. She started playing Euphorium, then switched to trombone, then she plays a trumpet. Now she's really, really good.
Kind of into it.
Yeah.
She's into it.
And so I'm super proud of her. But I was a little disappointed that he chose trombone and not trumpet like his old man, because I play the trumpet, and I mentioned that a lot.
Can you imagine Louis Armstrong's son, little Army Armstrong, not playing the trumpet like his dad? What if he was like, I'm a trombone man?
Were you in a ska band? Did you do ska?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it, Amy.
The heterosexual lesbian.
No, was it?
That was the name of a ska band. And we practiced in my garage.
That's real.
Really? Yeah. I can't wait to listen.
I remember everything.
No, we didn't actually make any songs. We tried to play Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, but I couldn't learn the.
There's a lot.
We couldn't find
tab music.
This is before you could find the actual music. So
hey, what's up? We're the heterosexual lesbians.
So my friends could play it on bass and guitar because they were good musicians, but I was like, I can't play the trumpet part. I don't know what the notes. I can't hear.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to play by ear, and they're like, "Can't you do this?" I'm like, "Of course I can."
This is your cringe event. This is the event I'm still upset.
And they're like,
did you have a little? I hope you had.
It was impossimple to find the music of Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. That was it. I was just like, well, our band is over.
Because you can't find the fucking sheet music.
Reunion.
And I wore my checkerboard Zubaz here.
I was like, do they have this at Guitar Center? Like, no, they don't have. They only have old shit. They don't have the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Also, I need to say something for Jackal, because this is about the 9th time he said this. It's the euphonium.
Euphonium.
Yeah, not the euphorium. Like you're going like euphoria, like you're having like it's a euphonium. Euphonium.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I didn't want to come on your show and correct you, but it is.
Oh, Aimee LeCours.
I didn't do it.
Aimee LeCours.
My mom. Hold on. Call my mom.
Oh my God, your mom.
Oh, you're gonna call your Florida hillbilly mom to ask her how to pronounce the brass instrument?
Hold on, I'm calling her right now.
Somebody put it in the chat room, the link.
Hold on.
Oh, my wife did. Wife, stay out of this. Please.
Hold on.
My God.
No, I'm just going to call. Hold on.
Are you going to just call her straight? Just call her on speakerphone.
I'm going to call her speakerphone.
Did you play drums, Daniel?
Yeah, I did percussion.
Percussion.
Timpani.
That's what my kids did.
I had a marimba in my room because it had to go home for the high school to turn the air off.
Yeah.
And it needs humidity, so I brought it home and I learned how to play it. Yeah,
nice.
really into it.
Hello?
Mom,
Yeah.
you're on the show right now. Doesn't Becca, she started with the euphorium, right?
Yes.
That's how it's pronounced, euphorium.
Yes.
Okay, everybody's telling me it's pronounced
It's the euphonium.
euphonium.
Oh, well, maybe properly it might be.
Wait, that's what you say. Probably might be.
Well, you've been telling me euphorium. I tell everybody euphorium. Like my niece plays a euphorium, and she just got awarded some grand
She got a
thing.
goddamn euphorium prize.
she got asked to go to some, and then I'm like, no, I've been saying euphorium. You told me that euphorium. It's been euphorium.
It's not your mom's fault.
I know. I sometimes Becca does. I think she just corrected me, and then she got tired of correcting me, so I just been calling it that. It just passes along, just like our wash.
No, but it's not the right word. Instead of they're calling me a fool, Mom.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. I'm talking to thousands of people, and they all think I'm a clown because I don't know the right words. I have the worst career for a guy that doesn't know words. I'm sorry, Mom.
Well, you have to ask A how to announce it. Like, that's what they do at home. I go, how do you pronounce this? And I spell it, and then the lady pronounces it.
Oh, Alexa? I just trusted.
I'll pronounce it correctly later on. No one corrects me.
They've given up.
All right, Mom. I love you. I'll text you later.
Okay.
Bye, Mama Van. See ya.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh,
so-
she's the best. Everybody in
This
the
has
chat
been
room's
happening
crying right now.
Been happening my whole life.
See, we have to do this every once in a while
Yeah.
because, and we used to do it with my mom too.
Yeah.
You have to check in and prove to everybody that this shit's real.
I love that.
Because
That's
if you
so
don't,
therapeutic,
if
you guys.
and she's so great. Marilyn's the best. Mama Van for
Oh my
life. I love her.
gosh. Yeah.
But if you don't check in and show the listeners, they won't. You're not rooted in reality. People are like, "There's no
Wow.
fucking way he's done that." And then we have to call his. And then, of course,
Oh,
she
yeah.
said it's probably maybe.
I love that.
Of course she
That's so
said that.
therapeutic. I love that.
I hope at the end of our careers, we're doing our last stage show, and then we trot out all these actresses. This is the actress that played Marilyn. She comes out and
Playing
like,
the euphoria.
and they're like, "Oh my God, your whole life,
Yeah.
you've been this whole show's been fake.
It was
It's all
all fake.
actors,
All fake.
30 years of actors.
I love it.
Like it'd be the greatest.
Yeah, my wife says that's about as real as it gets. And we gotta check, show me Mama Van. Let's check in. Show me Euphoria. Oh,
I love it.
God damn it,
Still
euphonium.
learning. We're all still
Euphonium.
learning.
Like a
Still
telephone,
learning.
I think.
Okay, all right.
Jackal. Hopefully that makes you feel better. He's every time, and I let it go too, because they all correct it. But I don't want to correct you every single
Yeah.
day. You want to do a couple voicemails and get out of here?
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
the weekend. All right, we got time for a couple of them. This one's been sitting for a minute, so let's see what this is about.
Hello, Tom and Dan. This question is for Thomas Vann. Hey, Tom, has your boys found the infamous Hawaii hot dog picture yet? Just curious if it's traumatized them like it did Crystal's little sister. Thank you and have a fantastic day.
How do people
This
remember that?
is a good one for Amy.
You'll love this one. Call your mom back.
All right, let's do it. Let's
Seriously,
go.
it's almost like that. But
Let's get into it.
So
we do have a phone call. You want to take that
yeah,
first?
let's take a phone calls here.
We're wild today.
Hawaii hot dog. I'm right.
Hey, thanks for calling Tom and Dan. Who's this?
It's Alex. Hey, Tom, what do your kids call a high-pressure water gun? Thank you.
The
he is.
gutter.
Yeah, he's calling
that's
in.
That's still going on.
Still going on.
I'm gonna prove it by videotaping. I'm like, hey, what is this called? They're gonna be
Don't
like,
embarrass
gutter.
your sons like that. Don't do that.
That's what. I'm sorry, you're born into this. You're gonna get.
You know, I say that as I have my daughter hold Jeff's bagel run up every day, and I'm like, now move it in and out. Now scream the name of the bagel you're eating.
Where's that bagel money?
I'm just like the Costco guys. I'm like, do it again, you stupid bitch.
Bang, bang.
God, you can't take direction worth a shit.
So wait, the water gun is the
Yeah,
what?
The Hawaii hot dog?
No, the one the phone call just now. A water gun?
Tom lied to his sons, and a pressure washer hose, like a wand?
Yeah.
He told them that is called a gutter.
No, they used to call it a gutter when they were a kid. I never corrected them, and
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, it'd be funny if they went their whole life, and then they realized when
Like
they're
euphonium.
adults, when they're adults, like they'll be like, hey, get the gutter, and their buddies gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like that is called a gutter. Like, no, it's not. It's like, hey, I grew up my whole life. My dad always like and then they're gonna all long con.
Like we're gonna be pressure washing stuff like in the future.
Yeah, my sons will never see a pressure washer. Maybe. Yeah.
She'll be pressure washer.
Robots will be doing.
Yeah, they will.
A Hawaii hot dog. So, we went to Hawaii. Me, my wife, my current wife, and my buddy the Grizz and the Wizard. When we were in
one woman and 3 boys
went
to Hawaii.
Okay.
yeah.
It's like a modern day porno.
That sounds very exciting.
Because
yes.
my wife's mom was a flight attendant, and we got buddy passes, and then she had these extra buddy passes, and then we figured back then you could fly buddy pass to Hawaii round trip for $200. So we saved up money. We didn't even go there with money. Like, it was ridiculous. We went there, just wandered around, stayed in a cheap hotel. But when we were there, we were staying in this shithole hotel, and we were getting drunk. And my buddy had a fake ID, and then we took this picture, and we had a film camera, and the picture was my wife, and we were all clothed, but she was laying on she was sitting on my waist, like I was laying down in the bed, and then my buddy the Wizard had taken a raw hot dog and put it through his jeans, right? As a joke.
Fucking classic.
And then,
not just to figure a whole raw hot dog. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I should say this now I think about it.
He was ready to
I was a
go.
dumb kid. We were 17 years old.
Yeah.
He was
I was
planning
16.
this.
It's always been my dream.
He was 15.
It's always been my dream to go to Hawaii as a 15-year-old boy and stick a hot dog to my zipper hole.
Yeah. And then I think the Grizz was taking the picture, and then she was biting it as a joke, and then we were dumb kids taking a picture. Everyone was clothed or whatever.
Yes.
So then
No judgment.
we put it in.
I don't know if I would have said this.
We did what everybody did in the 90s. We put it in a picture album, our trip to Hawaii. And then, and that picture album lived in our house and a
And
bunch
then
of
you put
albums.
the bubble stickers on it where it's like, what is he thinking? Well, that's not a hot dog.
So then
yeah.
my wife's sister, who's now a flight attendant too, but she's in her, she just turned 30.
Jesus, man. Well, you're just
But-
hanging everybody out the drive.
So what, you can say it when they're
This
young.
motherfucker wonders why you don't get no blowjobs, and I'm like, I can give you 100 reasons why. Just shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying the truth of the facts. Anyway, she ran across this picture when she was way too young.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know how you 8 or 10, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but and then in her it's just a hot dog.
Right.
And but she thought, I guess she was old enough, maybe she was 12 or something. She was old enough to think it may be real. She
Right.
saw it, she was traumatized.
Oh, no.
And then she always hated my buddy the Wizard because of this picture, and then thought it was some
She
sort of
made
sexual-
my sister bite his cock.
yeah. And then thought that she probably thought differently of me too. Like all
She didn't
these
say anything
years.
for years.
No, yeah, she never
Wow.
Look
told
at this
anybody.
cock.
Oh, my God.
This fucking cuck sitting on the bed letting another man.
She's telling everybody. She's telling everybody she knows.
Look at
I
that.
don't know. Yeah. And then
The
she-
wizard cuckolded him by making her bite his
In Hawaii.
We told the story. We brought her on and interviewed her on the year 10 years ago.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She was a child when we brought her on.
Because we realized, she was in her 20s
Yeah,
when
she
he was there. But we realized this later when she was an adult. We were having wine or something at the house, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I've always
she's
hated.
been grinding that axe for that long.
And then I was like, no, it was a hot dog. And then we had to go and prove to her. We had to re-show her the picture.
Oh my God.
And then she's like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm triggered by this. And she's like, it's a hot dog. It was not. It was never nothing. And she's like, I went my whole life.
Well, you know you can trust her.
Who knows her? But I was like, no.
That's true.
And I'm like, you were traumatized for years from.
She ain't no snitch.
Anyway, I was like, God damn. And then I was like, we should take this picture out of here.
Oh, I thought you were going to recreate it. You should
Yeah, it's
recreate
still
it
there.
now.
Yeah, recreate it.
You should
I said that. Yeah.
Yeah, like people do with
Now Crystal's all stick in the butt now. She don't like.
There's always AI.
Do you want me to make your wife biting a hot dog in AI?
Oh, can you use it to make it? Because AI
I can make the hot dog a real penis.
No,
Or do the puppets. You can make it puppets.
AI makes it where it's like 15 seconds of live video. Or can it
yeah,
be
there you
15
go.
seconds?
Oh, I can make the hot dog spray and cum. Yeah, what do you want? I can make the hot dog spray and mustard everywhere.
If we took that picture, could it all of a sudden turn into live?
I can make the hot dog, at the very least, I can make it go like, go up and down. Wubba, 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 wubba.
Wow, that's amazing.
Done a lot of harm here today. Amy.
I'm just really impressed that person brought the hot dog and had that whole thing ready to go. That's pretty impressive. To
Well,
be
never
ready for
underestimate a government employee that has autism. He's ready to go at all times.
that. He is ready for the bed. I love
Well,
it.
that's what we're eating because we had no money. We were buying hot dogs and then we were warming them up. Anyway.
Is that how you warm them up? What if, and there's a part of me that thinks, what if it was a penis? The best way to flush it down the toilet, and you've always said this, the best way to get rid of it
everybody's
is
fake,
to tell everybody it's fake and it's a hot dog.
No, we showed didn't we show the actual picture? I don't think we did.
I can't remember anymore, man.
I need to bring it in because you're right. I would think the same thing, but like, it was a penis and you're making up the hot dog part just to save face.
Yeah, because this has always been your AI thing. Like if a video of him got released, he would just be like, no, that's AI.
That's AI.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
fake,
and then he would have other people try to create more AI because
Yeah.
you flood it, and then it's
I know what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, that's not a recording of me.
which leads
That's
me
what
to,
you say, and then no one knows.
Well, then it sort of leads me to believe that the reason you have that argument readied and chambered for AI is you got to trace the
This is a new
steps back to the original penis.
This is a new podcast, a new true crime penis.
Yeah, PSA penis.
There's no way to know it's real now.
No.
Well,
I don't even think mine's long enough to come out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd have to push the.
Push it back.
Right, you have to bring whoever's penis it is to do like a side by side.
Oh yeah.
Right.
There we go.
It's an obvious hot dog. Although in the 90s, the pictures are grainy,
Right.
and like you can't even zoom in. You have to take a picture and zoom in.
Yeah, it's a penis.
No.
Let's get out of here.
Come on.
It's not a penis.
It's not. I'm gonna bring the picture
I
on
don't
the
want to see it.
BDM.
I don't want to be traumatized.
On Monday's BDM show, I'm bringing the picture and I'll show you. Can examine it with a magnifying glass.
I'll have forensics.
Dun, dun, dun.
What if I ran it through AI and I said, for years, you think AI could confirm it?
Oh.
I know AI could make it a real penis if I wanted to. Turn that hot dog into a penis.
Like Crystal, I was like, I'm gonna run some pictures through AI and make the pictures of you do whatever I want. You
can't
and
do
she's
that.
like, don't put the pictures of me. She
I've already done it to you already.
Well, show it to
Oh
me.
my God. I got your wife. I have your wife. Well, the one I really like, she's Frog and Homer Simpson. It's a little disrespectful, but
I want to see it. Why don't you show me?
I figured if I used a human, that's even more disrespectful. So I have one of Crystal, Frog, and Homer, and then blowing Peter Griffin.
Oh my gosh.
That's a terrible thing. I would never.
He's got a whole book.
I would never do that.
All right. Amy, thank you so much for coming by
for
today.
having me.
That reminds me of the time I used the Bart Merrick team.
We've got straw hats and new merch on tomandan.com.
Yes.
Sign up to become a BDM. We do a show just for BDMs on the BDM Facebook page every Monday. So if you want to be on the BDM Facebook page, I just let 2 new BDMs on there.
Yep. I put a couple new guys in there this morning, and you can reach out.
Just email us.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way, and then I'll just instantly put you on there. Like, I know there's a request on there, but sometimes that gets checked less. So just email us and be like, hey, I'm a BDM. I want to be on the BDM page, and we'll put you in there.
Yep. We super easy to do. Amy, let's walk back through what we need to plug for you as well.
Yeah, you can just Google my name, AIMEE LECOURS, and you'll see all my shows coming up. And Bull and Bush every first and third Saturday. And then Little Indies as well. We have some stuff going on at Little Indies for comedy.
Did not know.
That's a cool venue,
I love it. I love it. And it's just like we do it early too. We do it like 4:00 on Saturdays, so you can like go be out, go home and go to bed, or go before you go out. And so we have like some different stuff going on.
Will is smart. He's been doing these like midday or 2 p.m., 3 p.m. style events.
Yep.
And then they end at like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Exactly.
So you can still do dinner or cook dinner for your family, and like but you can still kind of go out and do something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to become very popular.
We love
The
it.
like mid-afternoon, like kind of jump in, get a beer, participate, and then go home and do.
Yeah,
like,
be home by 8:30.
Exactly.
I don't mind that.
No, it's like, oh, well, congrats. That sounds terrific.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for having me.
make sure to follow her, and hopefully we'll get you in here again very, very soon. Beer Fest, did you already plug that?
Yeah,
or?
Beer Fest, Sofa and Suds, November 22nd, November 23rd. Mark your calendars, both completely free. Thanks to JustCallMo.com for sponsoring both of them. Speaking of that, it's the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam, October 2nd.
Yes.
Get your tickets for that before it sells out. It's all for a great charity. Daniel and I will be out there.
Hosted by Ross.
Yeah.
Great comedians on the line if I don't have the paper in front of me.
Madison and Ross, and that's all I can remember.
Yeah.
Sean Finnerty.
Finnerty.
Nice,
He's been on the
nice.
Tonight-
Finnerty's hilarious.
He's so funny. He's
Board.
been on the
You're
Tonight
on the
Show.
board.
Yeah.
Ricky Reyes. Boom.
Yeah,
we got
I
them
love
all.
Ricky
I think we
Reyes.
got them all.
Yeah, just go to justcallmo.com or justcallmocomedyjam.com. You'll see it. And we'll see you on Monday's BDM show.